YouTube's live. We're on, babe. He's saying no. All right. So, like, you gotta go to the position. You're looking at me through the door. See, because I'm the mother, I'm the woman, I'm the wife. Fix everything in this world. Anyway, we have an amazing 2-hour show. We do a 2-hour show once a month. This is the day to do it on the eclipse. I know I'm a sick bitch, because why would I do something like this on the eclipse? Because that's the shit that I do. So, we're here for 2 particular reasons tonight. Well, actually 3. First, because you want to hear from me. Here I am. Going to be taking your calls tonight. 515-JAE-SHOW. Text the number at 315-JAE-SHOW. Then I'm going to be able to take your calls, take your questions, and all the things Jae Rae. On the second part of this is we're going to have 2 amazing guests tonight. One being my brother, a.k.a. Brody James, who published an amazing book called Driftwood Bay, who's also a musician, my little brother. I was 15 when he was born. And it is just exciting that it's his birthday tonight. And on top of the fact that it is his birthday tonight, nobody knows this, but it's my 2-year anniversary of purchasing my first home. So this is a very, very big deal for me tonight on so many levels. And then we have the amazing astrologer tonight, like I said, Antoine, who's going to be taking your questions as well, but also giving a little insight in regards to my brother and myself in our synastry and the fact that we share the same father. And what does that mean? That both of us are extremely talented individuals that do a lot of things, done a lot of good in our world, with the kind of upbringing that we had and the relationship that we had. But what is it that's in our chart that makes us unique? And that's why, what brings me to the reason why you're going to go to my website at jaerae.com. And once you go to my website, jaerae.com, you're going to be able to see the calculator, which is going to be sitting there, which is going to be able to get you your big 3. So if you want to see your big 3, if you want to know what your big 3 is, make sure you go over to the jaerae.com. That's where it's going to be shown. That's where it's going to be seen. So you can get your big 3, you can get your rising sign. And when you get your rising sign, that's when you're able to understand where you are and what you really are about. The rising is the DNA of your soul. So you're going to have to know your name, your birth date, the month, year, location, and specifically, you're going to have the time of birth. It's extremely, extremely important. So with that all being said, tonight, as we all know, it is the eclipse. And if you go back to the eclipse, if you go back to August 21st, 2017, that was a pivotal year during that time. And because it was a pivotal year during that time, it is extremely important that you realize that around that time, we had the Leo in the North Node and we had Aquarius in the South Node. And with our astrologer that's going to be on here tonight, that's going to give you a little more insight in regards to that and what that means for you specifically based off your rising sign. So now, again, rising signs are, like I said, the DNA of your soul, but it also goes by degrees. There's so many parts of astrology that I do not know about. I do not consider myself an astrologer. I just know about astrology. And parts of what it is about this is that these are pivotal moments, fated events that happen in your life during these time periods. And it's extremely important that you know that right now, the Aquarian being South Node, as I learned that the South Node is the ass of the dragon. I'm so sorry. Leo's in the South Node, is the ass of the dragon, and Aquarius being in the North Node is the head of the dragon. And it's kind of like where you want to work towards. So it's really, really important that everybody knows that, sees that, and understands that when they're working with an astrologer. Now, the reason why astrologers are right now kind of pop culture at this point, everybody has one, everybody knows one, everybody does astrology. There's 1,000 apps out there that basically make you feel like you're an astrologer. But the reality comes down to this. Astrologers are extremely seasoned individuals who learn a lot of things about astrology. But the type of astrologer you receive has got to be somebody who's very ambiguous, does not have an opinion, and is extremely neutral when it comes to seeing the things that you do and things that you see. The reality comes down to this. The reason why I like and love Antoine when it comes to astrology is he's extremely intuitive with his astrology. He's no nonsense, he speaks the truth, and he definitely brings light to situations that maybe you didn't see before. He is really raw, but he's really clear on why it is things are happening the way they are. He's really big on pattern recognition. So when you ask him a question, you're not going to like the answer, very much like myself. He's going to be extremely clear. And what my brother Raymond, being a Leo, and if you know anything about him, which you don't, which you'll be meeting him soon, He has been that way his whole life. My brother and I are both extremely intuitive individuals. My brother, especially, is extremely intuitive. This book, Driftwood Bay, did not come out of nowhere. It is the part of my brother that I know channels, feels, sees, and hears. And I really do believe that him and I both got the gift from our father, who was extremely intuitive as well. Our father was also a Leo. So there's all these interesting aspects in regard to this evening tonight being on the eclipse in Leo. And this is why I wanted to do this show specifically tonight and basically make Eric lose any little hair that he has left. So,
Aw.
without further
Jesus.
ado, I am first going to bring on my brother, aka Raymond Lamas, aka Brody James. Honey, welcome to your sissy's show. Yes,
Aw.
he calls me sissy. Welcome to his sissy show. I am excited to have you here. I'm excited to see you. I'm excited to know you're here. I'm excited to hear all things. By the way, my brother just had a beautiful new baby, so congratulations to him there. And I'm doing a little toast
Happy
to
birthday.
happy birthday to Ray Ray. Cece's having an espresso martini. My brother, I don't know what he's having, but whatever it is, I'm sure it's delicious. Because if you know anything about my brother, everything he does is delicious.
Oh, a little Tremano, a little rock action.
So we're going to be taking out right now. Everybody, hold up your books because we did something very interesting tonight. Driftwood Bay is my brother's first published novel. I'm so excited about this, by the way. It's one of 5 series. I think you said 5, right,
I
Brian?
got one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5.
Well, I might do a 3 to 5. We'll see.
Who knows? 3 to 5. Who knows?
Sorry.
I started reading
Yeah.
it. I started reading it a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit, but what we did tonight, because you know I am who I am.
Welcome, Sissy.
You know that
What do we
Sissy,
got?
Sissy is who she is. So I went ahead and I had everybody turn the book around, put it on their chest. This is what I teach everybody in Spirituality 101. Hold the book to their chest and say, Dear God and all the angels, what does the book need to tell me? And what do I need to learn from this book? And knock on it 3 times. When I did that, of course, it's a fortune cookie thing in here because, of course, that's what I held it with. And that's
That's
by
a whole nother story.
that's a whole
you
other
guys.
story for you. But my brother knows how much his sissy and his father love Chinese food, so that's for sure. And it's funny when I had opened up the book in the first this. So anytime you open a book, you do the spiritual. What does the book mean to me? You always use the right page. So you always go with the right side. You never go with the left side. You go with the right side. Okay. And it says here, a small smile across her face. I actually love this place. She glanced around sands on the bay, the old fishermen, the boats aside, the familiar faces she'd known since childhood. I see what the rest of the world is like on social media, and I can appreciate what the town has tried to do all these years. She looked back at Chase. My family has been here since the beginning. I've heard my parents talk about a time when there was nothing wrong, when everyone lived and enjoyed each other, nestled in a little town by the water, a quiet beat. My father said somewhere along the line, the rest of the world caught up and wanted a piece, the wrong piece. She looked out toward the marina. Him and the other families vowed to always keep the town the same. And I got goosebumps, and I'm going to start to cry because I felt Daddy here. And what we have tried to do in his honor since we were children, trying to keep his name and his name alive, but also his integrity, right? Because how Daddy went out, people have opinions, right? So, you know, our father didn't die, you know, in the best way, but he died, and we understand addiction. We understand what it is to be in that situation. But the love that he had for us is nothing that anybody could truly understand. You could be an addict and still love your children. And it's something that people have this mindset that they're selfish individuals. And he was probably the most selfless man to walk the earth, right? So when I'm looking at this, I'm reading this, and I'm thinking to myself, we are truly trying to keep what it is he tried to create between us, as siblings especially, the love we have for one another. You know what I mean? And this book resonated.
Eric's over there crying. I'm like,
I know, everybody's crying.
You got me fucked up.
I'm sorry.
Because
Because I'm going deep. Because if you think about a small smile across her face, I'm her. because at the end of the day, this tonight is my small smile across my face. I'm with my baby brother. I mean, you were 15 years old when I was born, and you were handed to me like my own child, and I had to love you, care for you, that I wouldn't trade that for the world. I wouldn't trade you. I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade the circumstances for the world. And then actually, when she says, I actually love this place, nobody knows, but I said to my husband this morning, I actually love my life. For the first time, I'm the happiest I've ever been.
You told me that in the
And
class.
Well, Serena's one of the characters that's been in town the whole time.
yes, and Serena,
A few of them just got there.
it's so crazy. Her name is Serena. McFly, my daughter-in-law's name is Serena.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? So this is insane. And then you said the old fisherman, the boats outside, that's all about Daddy. To me, he worked on the docks. People don't know this about him.
That's Jesse Shipley. That's the Jesse Shipley character that was on the dock.
And Daddy worked on the docks, and he's seen a lot of things. He's
Great cult to see. Fucking right.
Yeah, hello. I don't believe
It was going to take you a little while to get into the book to see that.
No, because I feel you channeled this, Raymond. I really do feel you channeled. I really do feel you healed your inner child by writing this book. And I think that people don't understand how important it is to go through the journey to finally clear parts of you that, whether you know it or not, we can be mad at our parents, we can hate what happened to us, we can all these different things, but you've got to forgive and you got to do better. The purpose of here is doing better, right? So you did better than your mother and your father. I'm doing better than my mother and my father. And that's all we can do. We could just do better to honor them, correct? Because I don't think our parents set out to hurt us. I don't think our parents have children to hurt us. I don't think that's the purpose here. But to hear all of that, it's just where, you know, the part here where he says, my father said somewhere along the line, the rest of the world caught on and wanted a piece, and the wrong piece. And that is the truth. And I think that with Daddy and with you, he was so good at telling us how the world should view us and why we should never judge another. Daddy was big on that. Do never judge another, ever, by race, creed, color, religion. And no one ever should judge you.
Everybody can get it.
Exactly. And that at the end of the day, everybody can be in a shitty space.
It's my fault. We'll call spade a spade. But he's saying this like this, but like even on the other side, like even joke-wise, like everybody can get it. As much as my father loves someone, like everybody can get it. There's no...
Right. My father was truly the old-fashioned Robin Hood. I mean, my father would take from the docks and everybody got. You know what I mean? He was the Oprah Winfrey before Oprah was giving out cars. My father was giving out money. He died broke. Dishwashers, couches, furniture, tires. What do you need? My father would take the shirt off his back and give it to you knowing he ain't got $1 in his pocket.
You're the same way, though.
But I'm the same way.
The same exact
my
way.
brother's the same way. I would give you the shirt. I would give you my last dollar. I would let you know because I am convinced. He's like, not that. I'm not that way.
I'm different, motherfucker.
But
I'll be serious. Like I worry about the walls I live within.
Well, you also are a young guy with family. You have 3 kids and a beautiful wife who's happened to name Jennifer as well. Just so you know, my brother married a girl named Jennifer. So there was 2 Jennifer Lamasses. I was the only Jennifer Lamas for a little while until he got married.
My brother dated Bianca once, and I thought it was so weird. I was like, get her out of my house.
Get out of my house. I know. What the hell? So let me ask you the question. So what inspired you and to really write this book, and where did it go from being musical to being obviously, you know, a novelist, a publisher? Like where did that bridge? Where did you find that bridge?
I was just writing like a small like content script to do something to my song Fly Around.
Okay.
Which was based off like kind of fall in love with the bartender. And if when you read the first chapter, he kind of does fall in love with the bartender, but it happens a little later in the first chapter. I went back and wrote it as a novel.
Okay.
But I wrote it as a script at first.
Okay. And
it was a TV show. I wrote that at first.
And do you feel, because of our gifts, because I believe you and I both know we're very gifted, very intuitive individuals. You've always known that, even me as a child, but even you as a child, I knew you were very intuitive. What do you feel intuitively you started to recognize within this novel when you were writing it? Did it feel almost natural? Did it almost feel the alternative universe you've been living in? Or kind of this dimension that's kind of been living all along is now coming outwardly in this now timeline? My brother understands what I'm saying. People just don't think I'm confusing him, because I'm not.
I won't lie to you. This is like I started writing that few pages of the script, and then like I held up in the studio room for like 2 weeks.
Wow.
Jenny's like, "What are you doing?" My wife's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "I'm making like my life work." She was laughing. I'm still making an album.
Yeah.
Making music. She had no idea, and then once I was finished and I had Amazon see, like, the finished author's copy,
Yeah.
I gave her the author's copy. She was like, "The fuck is this?"
Uh-huh.
I said, "This is what I've been working on." She had no idea that this is what I
Yeah.
was doing, but she loved it. She went through the first 2 chapters and everything, like, for hours,
Yeah.
and she was like, "All right, fucking do it."
Yeah. And
Yeah.
how important it is to have a supportive spouse in this world right now, Raymond, and where you're out in life.
Always, she's been best. She's
No,
never
I know
trying to
that.
change.
Right.
She's always let me be me.
Yeah.
She's let Brody James have his time. I promise you on that.
Yeah.
You know, she's let Brody James have
But you want to know,
gracefully.
so you know what our father used to say since we were kids? If you love someone, you got to love someone whom you can't love someone whom you've changed. You have to love them for who they are at the very moment you marry them, see them, and participate in their life. You have to love someone, and you can't love someone whom you've changed because you're taking the pure essence of who they are and you're trying to turn it into something that's not their responsibility. So, with that all being said, I am extremely proud of you. I think this is an amazing book. I hope everybody goes and gets a copy because you will be absolutely floored by how wonderfully written it is and how beautifully written it is. And it's double spaced. So for your sissy, my eyes can read it because you know sissy's eyes are not too good. So, and
Well, I
you
wrote
can,
it as a script. I don't want it to come across that way and read. I didn't want to paragraphy.
yeah. And nobody knows
And
this,
then
but I
more-
remember this. My brother's very favorite show was Dawson's Creek. So kind of watching and reading this brought me back to his Dawson Creek days because he was a big
Look
fan
at
of
what I
Dawson.
have, like, kind of like above me, like a lot of this influence. I mean,
Yeah.
Jaws is my favorite movie of all time,
Yes.
based on the water.
I see
Small
Michael
town on the
Jackson
water.
at the bottom there in the album.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
Janet
saying?
Jackson.
Janet Jackson. Yeah. We were very
Yeah.
inspired. Our father was a very musical individual, extremely inspired by music. Everything that we did was inspired by music. So without further ado, though, I do want to bring on Antoine because he read your chart and he read mine. But he also did a synastry based on our father's birthday, based on your birthday, why we are siblings and how did we end up together in this life. And I think it's extremely important that people see this, and because people don't really ever ask about the sibling, they ask about the relationship, the wife, the husband, the girlfriend, the boyfriend, and all the people in between. And I think at this point in time, I feel like we're at a different space in our lives. So finding out about your siblings is important. And you know, me being your older sister, us, you know, sharing the same father. We did not share the same mother, but we do share the same father. And we were never raised separately. We were never raised with, oh, your mother is your mother, my mother was my mother. It didn't, my father would never have that. That's number one. And it was never that way. We grew up extremely very much connected as though we had the same mother and the same father, basically. There was never anything to say differently about that. So without further ado, I'd like to bring on Antoine. So he can do a little bit of why it is that your book is the way it is and why we're siblings. And I don't trust anybody else other than Antoine to do this because period. Because Antoine, in his own way, really, honestly, is very intuitive. We started working together not too long ago, and he was somebody that right away looked dead at me and was like, "Ooh, you a strong bitch. You know what you're doing. You are your mother."
I felt it.
Yeah, he's like,
I felt it.
Yeah, he's like your mother. So without further ado, I'd like to talk a little bit about what you see for the eclipse, obviously, both for my brother and myself. He also published the book on 7/22/2026 on our father's birthday. It was our father's birthday. And I did the same thing, believe it or not, and neither one of us talked to each other. Neither one of us talked to each other. We both felt inclined to do things on 7/22, and I believe
this is how I see your chart.
Okay, so I believe Antoine, I had called you and I said I want to start something on 7/22. How do you feel about that? And he was like, "Damn, you picked a good day. It's Jupiter is this and blah blah," and he did it, and I didn't even know. So if you look inside the book, it literally says published on 7/22/2026.
Oh, wow.
So, and neither one of us, I did not know he was writing a book. He knew I was doing a show. He always knows I'm up to something, but it was never like to the degree, you know, and as though we don't talk every day, we're like psychically very in tuned to one another, especially just recently. I felt the need to see him and I wanted to go see him and I wanted to go. And find out he got into an accident that weekend that he should have never got out of the car. Never. You saw the picture of the car. He should have never got out of the car. And it just goes to show you once again how God works and why I felt the need to reach out. And it was just that thing. And of course I yelled and screamed and said, "Why the fuck did you not tell me?" But it was, I didn't need to. God did. And I knew he was fine. So with that being said,
Not a scratch, really.
yeah, we're very in tune. So tell us what you see, number one in the chart. Well, first, if you could tell me this. What the fuck is this eclipse and what the hell should all of us fucking be thinking about or doing right now? I know that say, oh, people shouldn't manifest, people shouldn't do this, but I am a true believer that eclipses are fated events, times that you can remember and go back to when something changed. For me personally, I had realized living in New York was not the best thing for me, and I had to go back to Florida. Yeah, what'd you say, Ray?
What's she sipping over there?
Oh, we're sipping. I told you we're sipping espresso martinis. Hello.
Sorry.
Yeah,
cheers.
Cheers.
Right? Look, come on.
I know. Hello. He's like, he got his water. Cheers. So, give us an understanding of the eclipse in a general sense for everybody, for just what should be expected and all the things and what should we be following. I know everything is about following the timeline and understanding kind of like how it traces back. So should we go back as far as 2017 or we should go back as far as 2008? What would be the place where you would go if you were to tell people this is where your new cycle or this is where you're going to see your fated event?
2017.
Mm.
Because 17 is a Leo number and the eclipse was in Leo.
Ah, okay. Got it.
So, and it's so funny when your brother was talking, and happy birthday, by the way, bro.
Oh,
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
No problem. Wait, am I only supposed to see myself?
well, technically, but you can see all of us
okay,
now.
good.
There you go. Okay.
Oh, hey.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, I love looking at me. I wouldn't mind looking at me. All
I mean,
day.
I'm looking at me
I was gonna say
all
Antoine
day,
don't mind
baby.
looking at himself. You know what I'm saying? But
Now,
Yeah.
so before he even said he had a brand new baby, Leo was all about kids and the first child,
okay,
even if not the first child, children, period.
okay.
But with Brody being a double Leo, he may have been born. Wait, I have the chart right here. Were you born during the eclipse?
Could have been. I was
No, they're too far apart. But you may have been born during the day of an eclipse. But the sun and moon were both conjunct your sun and moon. So had I not even heard this, I would have suggested you would have released some type of performance or entertainment entity. You would have had a new child or dealt with kids or started some humanitarianism toward kids, just as it pertains to
Yeah.
your brother, and new performance opportunities and really feeling this robust sense of confidence to get on stage and show your ass. Wait, I can say ass?
Yes, you can say anything you want.
Have
This
you
is my
not
show.
heard her?
It's my show. You can say fuck. You can say ass. You can say jerk. You can say dick. You can say whatever the fuck
ass
you want.
shit.
Fuck ass shit. Whatever the hell you want to fucking
It's a
say.
free
It's my
moment.
fucking show. Say whatever the fuck you want. But go ahead. That's why I own every fucking thing. My name, my fucking show.
Period.
Period. I own it all. Go ahead. Next. Say whatever the hell you want. Be honest. Be you.
So with that double Leo, the Leo, you know, the eclipse happened at, I want to say 19 degrees Leo.
Mm-hmm.
So the sun was in 19 degrees Leo. The moon was in 19 degrees Leo. And it was conjunct Brody's sun and moon. That is so much. You almost have to have a new child. You're going to perform somewhere. You're going to release a book. You're going to release an album. You're going to get on
I got
stage.
both.
You're going to be on your sister's
Hey.
podcast.
Okay. Yeah. See what I'm saying? So this
Yes.
was not a coincidence. And it's funny because when we spoke.
No.
No, when we spoke the other day, I was like, "Hey, you want to be on my show?" And he's like, "Yeah." And it just happened, like boom. That it was effortless. You know, besides obviously the tech stuff, but it was effortless in regards to
Right.
putting the show together. It was effortless.
That's deep. And the universe orchestrated that because for the eclipse,
Mm,
he was supposed to be on stage. And this
I
is like
see.
on stage.
This is a debut of what? Yeah, because I have some amazing followers, and I know everyone's going to buy his book because they know anything I do, they want to do, and they want to do it better. But often imitated, never duplicated. But you could do your best. But what I can tell you is the fact that
Yeah.
my brother is a natural artist. He has sung. He has written amazing songs.
Thank you.
He's done amazing things, and you know, and I say this as if he's not sitting here. You know, we've all been through some shit. You know what I mean? But my brother has gone through adversity of loss. My brother's had loss. It's always been a loss, and loss of significant individuals in his life: his mother, his father, his aunt, his his cousins. I mean, our cousins. I mean, people don't realize we've gone through significant loss of very good, wonderful, loving people that have shaped us, even though they were fucked up motherfuckers. We loved the shit out of them, and they loved us, and that was it, and that was the way it was, and we felt their love. See, that's what people don't understand. We felt their love. So as fucked up as they were, we knew we were loved. And that's it. So it sounds crazy, but that's the truth. But I really feel
Not at all.
in this situation, I'm so proud of him. And I'm so proud of him because there are so many avenues and so many paths he could have taken. And I remember, I think my brother could tell you this story, but it was one story that he was so damn mad at me. And he was young. He was about 17 or 18 years old. He came to live with me in Florida. And finally one day
Yes.
I looked dead at him. And what'd I say? I looked dead at you and
You
what'd I
gotta go
say?
fish. You gotta go fish. You gotta go fish. It's something I told to my sales guys throughout years too, sissy. Like
Mm-hmm.
I can close your deals for you. You close them yourself, you're not gonna make everything the same sentiment.
Mm-hmm. And
I felt that.
I threw him out
Yeah.
in the most nicest way. I mean, I threw him out with a JetBlue fucking plane ticket. I didn't throw
Yeah, I
him
came
out
back to
straight.
New
First
York.
class.
Time to come home.
Yeah, I
wasn't-
I sent him back to Staten Island and I said, you need to learn how to fish. If I keep feeding you,
Yeah.
you're never going to learn how to fish. And because our father was passed, and I know that that's something he would have wanted me to do. So I had to step up in my father's role and be like, yo, you got to fish. You got to learn.
And you did though, and you did. And it's exactly what I needed. I was 20 years old. I was 19. It was a great time in my life. I just coming out of a halfway house, and like she gave me the opportunity to like be in Tampa for a year and like no bullshit, didn't stress me on bills and anything. She let me create the Brody James name on the Marvel notebook and fucking write music and do what I wanted for a little
Mhm.
while. And after a while, she was like, "Yo, bro, like you're good. It's time to go back to do your thing."
You're good.
And I fucking did. I came back to Staten Island. I got my apartment. I'm with my wife now, and that's all she fucking wrote, bro.
Yeah. It
And
created the man he is today, honestly.
Right.
Yeah. So
I see all
Antoine,
this in the chart.
you see it all in the chart. I know Antoine's looking
Oh
at it.
my
Right?
God.
So tell us the good stuff. So is my brother going to be a famous author?
Yes, first of all, he's a double Leo. Yes. He's a Leo sun, Leo moon.
Yeah.
You hear me talk about Leo all the time.
I know
That's
you
the
do.
superstar. That's the performer. That's the
Yeah.
highest rewarded.
Yeah.
But I do see the bond. So me and your brother share a placement. We're both Pisces North Node.
Okay.
And the North Node, I say the South Node is your childhood home. The North Node is the house you're building to retire in.
Okay.
Pisces North Node, you're moving towards spirituality. You're moving toward learning the metaphysical. You're learning toward understanding your emotions. Brody, as we get older, I don't know if and we were born the same year. As we get older, we get softer.
Yeah.
As we get older, we get more porous. We get more emotional.
Yeah.
He's
We walk more.
Is
and you
that
relax.
a man thing or a
Yeah,
woman?
You're relaxed.
it's
Is
funny
that-
because he's like,
He don't even like it.
He don't even like it.
Bro,
don't
but
like
you know
it
what it is
either.
too? Like
You know,
4 days a week, I sit at the beach bar over here and
Yeah.
I relax. That's why I wrote a lot of the book. I just sat up at the beach bar. They let me use the top floor before the bartenders came in the morning. I'd spend 2-3 hours writing the book up there, and
Yeah.
it's just I chill at the beach now. I relax.
Yeah.
I'm 38 years old.
Right.
I've done very well in my time too.
Yeah.
That too, the Pisces North Node moving toward water. So even the Driftwood Bay, anything nautical, water is deep.
Yes.
And when you listen to the song
Shit.
Waterfalls by TLC, that's a song about, there's 3 verses of tragedy.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's 3 yeah. Very much so.
Waterfalls and water is very healing.
Yes.
It can signal tragedy, but the fact that you wrote a book,
Yeah.
you're walking into that Pisces North Node and you wrote a book called Driftwood Bay.
Oh,
Driftwood Bay, right?
Jesus. I mean, you can't get any
Yeah.
clearer than that. That's astrology at its finest. I
Come
mean,
on.
hello.
And then in your synastry, like what you just said happened when you kicked him out.
Yeah.
Your Jupiter sits on his rising in Aquarius.
Wow. See?
And I'm like, your Jupiter sitting on his rising.
Yeah.
I got to send you away. You got to go
Yeah.
to grow.
To grow. And that was really all it was. It was just so
Good,
that he
good.
could, it's just so that he can grow. Yeah. So with that being said, what do you see for me? And then we're going to talk a little bit more about the eclipse for everybody involved. But what do you see in regards to my chart and where it's going?
Somebody's gonna read you right now?
Oh shit!
Yeah, right?
Did you see my brother? He was like,
Hide under the table?
He's like,
Everyone's
"Oh,
like, hide under the, hide you can't charge your
I be
wife.
saying the same thing like Jae Rae, you calling me for what?
Look at my brother's like, oh,
I know,
gotta drink.
Jay's cup's empty. I need to go.
I know, my
make
brother's
another
like, I need to
martini
pour
set.
a drink for this one.
We got Jay's chart.
We got Jay's
We
chart.
have
All right,
Jay's
pull it
chart.
up. Pull it up. Pull up
Okay.
Jay's
Let's do a
chart.
nice.
Throw it up there.
Oh,
you go.
shit. Oh,
Hey.
my
What
God.
the fuck is this geometry?
6 degrees Celsius.
Raymond, this is gonna.
I've been out of high school. 17 years.
I love it.
Okay, so Jae Rae, we talking about like how the eclipse.
Yeah, just about the eclipse
affect you?
and just basically why I am who I am. What would make me who I am?
Oh,
No,
so we talk about them. So why you are who you are first.
Okay.
You got these 0 degree nodes.
Okay.
And
I mean, I don't
remember,
come from
I was
this earth.
saying, yes, you 0. Oh, and 0 is
Carlos
Pisces.
is like,
0
I knew she was an alien.
I knew it.
He wants to put on the tin hat. He's like, I knew she was an alien. No, it was okay. Good.
And with that, with your Cancer South Node, your
Yeah.
mother. I call you mother.
Yes.
The South Node is and anybody listening, the South Node is your childhood home. The North
Yes.
Node is the house that you're building to
To be in.
retire in.
Yeah.
And that's, that's how I teach.
Right.
But with your Cancer South Node at a Pisces degree, intuition and psychic sense like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you're walking into that. I think when I first read your chart, this is what I was taught. I said, oh, this is a woo bitch right here. This is that woo
That's
bitch.
wild.
I saw it.
He did. He
You
was
got a
like,
0
who the
degree
fuck
Capricorn.
are
He's like, I
you?
seen it.
He's like, I seen it. I seen it. He did. He read me to filth.
A woo
Like
bitch
a-
is special.
Mhm.
It's a whoop bitch. My husband thinks so.
And then
Yeah. Until,
your son is in the 12th
Where is
house.
Big Tony? Why is he not
Yeah,
on the
I was
camera?
going to say, he's coming
Bring
in.
him.
Bring Big Tone
Tony on
Poppy
the
in.
camera. Where's he at?
Bang!
Bring him out.
Oh yeah, so your man can listen to your read.
Yes. Yeah, but he's a Leo rising, my husband. So I got a
Sorry.
Leo father.
You feeling it though? I never brought out geometry for the read.
I know. we have my husband's a Leo rising, Scorpio Leo rising. My brother's a Leo. My father was a Leo. I have half my clients are Leos.
My dad's a Leo.
Her dad's a Leo. Bianca's dad. So yeah, it's crazy. I'm telling you, like when
I love my Leo.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
exactly. Let me just tell him.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
They're
I'm
my
a
favorite.
Pisces, but my dad, I was like, I'm raised by a Leo, so I'm not like
Yeah.
introverted. I'm like, wah!
Yeah, exactly. I'm just telling him
makes
to come
sense.
in. So anyway, go ahead, keep going. Because we want to take
Oh,
some
then
calls.
you have
Yeah,
Neptune right on your rising. It was. I was like, okay, she got 0 degree nodes. You have Neptune, and Neptune is the ruler of the metaphysical and psychic sense and
Right.
all the woo shit.
Okay.
And
Oh,
your rising is the front of who you are. I like to say analogously, the rising is the name tag you're wearing in the crowd.
Okay. Got it.
It's your identifier. And
Right.
think about a name. I can learn who you are. I can want to keep you. I can want to give you back, but your name stays the same.
I see what you're saying.
So
Okay.
you're within your
So no
Right.
matter, it's my blueprint. It's just no matter what I do, where I go, it's just what I am, who I am.
Yeah, and it's your front fascia. It's the front of you. It's how people identify you.
Okay.
That's why you got the spirit all in your face.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's true.
I can see it.
Yeah, I know everybody else can. I know it's crazy. Like even when I'm sitting somewhere and people don't even know who I am, they will literally just start talking to me and telling me everything. And I'm just
You just
sitting there and
look
I'm
so
just
I
like,
was
damn
gonna say you have
angelic.
that face.
I do, and that's like, you know, they're telling me everything. They're just like showing, like, oh my brother, and even my brother, we've gone out somewhere. He's like, damn, sissy, we're just trying to.
What's the fast forward symbol on the geometry?
What's the fast forward symbol? He said on the. Where's the fast forward?
Or
symbol?
the rewind symbol, that purple triangle that
Oh,
goes
the
to
purple
Oh.
triangle. He wants to know what the purple triangle means. What's
Wait, which one?
Looks like rewind.
I
It looks
see what
like
you're
purple
talking
triangle,
about.
like
The one on the
yeah,
left side.
it's the sideways triangle.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because I'm looking at something different on mine.
yeah.
Oh damn.
You said
Oh.
the sideways.
Yeah.
I don't see
To
what
the
you're looking at.
left.
To the left, it's like a blue triangle.
Am I bugging or it's not? I don't see
Oh,
it.
in the chart.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
those
you're
are
not. I see
aspects. Okay, no, those are aspects.
Right.
So that's saying like the Jupiter is trine. Oh, that's a grand trine. Jupiter trining your
Ooh.
Pluto. And I never even noticed that Jupiter in Aquarius trining your Pluto in Libra. You know, Aquarius is all about social media,
Uh-huh.
the internet. Jupiter is the
Dog shit.
biggest. So with your Jupiter and Aquarius, you're actually more Aquarian than an Aquarian sun. And look at you on
Oh,
social
wow.
media.
Oh yeah, I've always
Popping
made
your
money off
shit.
that. Yep, I always made money. Well, I became the pioneer really of doing lives back in the day. My
Oh
brother
my,
remembers.
wait,
Yeah,
oh my God. No, making money is
making money.
trying your Pluto and Libra. Pluto is other people's money.
Is that why I'm a rich bitch? Is that my? Is all my? That's why my
Period.
brother always knew he could depend on sissy.
Period.
No, my brother takes care of
And I
himself.
see it in your chart too.
Yeah, my brother too. Always got money.
Well,
Our whole lives.
yeah.
Come in. They
yeah.
want to see you.
Is that Big Tony?
I don't
Bring
care. Big
this guy.
Tony's
Bring
coming
this
in
guy.
now. He's coming in.
Hey, you want to take
He
my
should be
spot?
on.
No,
Yeah,
no, he's gonna sit.
Dude,
Let him sit next to me.
Yeah.
it should be
No,
the
no,
Jae Rae
no,
and
get on here. What are you doing?
I know. Big Tone. We were gonna
Come
bring
on,
Big
come
Tone
on,
Poppy
Sarah.
in, but everybody wants you, baby. Come on in.
Come on, show your face.
Oh Jesus! All of a sudden, my Leo rising's acting shy. This is fucking hilarious.
Listen, I'm having a
Let's go,
Make it
brother.
shot sometimes too.
Get in here.
Bad hair day.
Yeah, having a bad hair day. You gotta
Good, good.
Rub his
gotta
head for
climb
the
in here, honey. Climb in. Put your arm around me, baby. Just don't touch my ass. My brother's here. We gotta act appropriate. Act appropriate. My brother's here. Don't be touching him. Don't be.
I was a menace at the wedding.
I was a
an
my
actual
brother was a menace at the wedding. He
I was a
was.
menace.
My brother was a
Coming
menace.
up to me, hey, Mr.
In my
Lamas.
fresh suit.
I
I was a
know.
motherfucker.
He was calling my husband
I
Mr.
was like,
Lamas.
oh, there's Mr. Lamas.
Yeah, I know.
There's Mr. Molly.
So this is everybody. If everybody that's listening and been watching, they all wanted to meet my husband, and you have officially met Big Tone Poppy. And I named him Big Tone Poppy because my husband, when I first met him, he is a family man. He has taken care of his family his whole life. And the crazy part is that he wanted to buy himself a new SUV. I know this is gonna sound crazy. He always had brand new cars, but he always bought cars for everybody else so he can drive basically the smallest car to get back and forth to work. But he made sure everybody else had the better cars. That's just who my husband is. He's just a good guy. So he said, I'm going to go buy a car. And I said, well, he goes, I really want the Kia Telluride. I really want it. And I don't know. I don't want to spend that much money. I said, well, how much money were you making in car payments? He goes, I was paying $1,000 a month, but I got, 4 cars I was paying, the Kia Telluride's going to cost me the whole thing. And my husband's very, very specific and he ends up, so he calls me and he goes, no, I didn't get it. I was so mad because I was like telling him, you deserve it. You have taken care of everybody. Go buy the car you want. Do what you want to do, whatever.
yourself.
And let me tell you something. And he was like, nah. And I was like, so he lies to me on the phone. And he basically tells me, nah, babe, I didn't. He's like, I just kind of gotten, whatever. He's like, I just got myself a little something, nothing really fancy. So I was living in Clearwater Beach at the time in a penthouse. And this motherfucker pulls up in a fucking blacked out Kia Telluride from head to toe with his music blasting like he was back right from Queens.
Big Tone
With
Poppy.
That is
Yo,
totally
Big
all
Pun,
right.
he was playing 100%. He was
And
playing the Big Pun 100%.
And he, all of a sudden, I said, here comes Big Tone Poppy, and it's stuck. And now everybody knows him as Big Tone Poppy, and he's the love of my life. And I remember when I had to call my brother and tell him I had a boyfriend. You would think I was 16, telling my younger brother I had a boyfriend. And then he met him. He's like,
Not
well,
really. It was
I
just
like
more or less like, it was like, right.
Yeah.
You want to meet motherfuckers? So good. But then once I met Tony, like, that was great. It was great business. I was like, all right. I knew when I met him,
Yeah.
I knew you was sorted.
Yeah. See?
100%. When I met him, I said, oh, okay,
Yeah. Here we go.
I
We
knew
got, yeah.
it's for you. Yeah, for sure. Bro.
Exactly.
It's a great fucking time.
And everybody,
He's saying good things because I can't hear.
he can't hear. So give somebody the headphones.
Oh, here. Take
Yeah.
mine.
Take Bianca's headphones. Yeah. He
Yeah,
can't hear you.
I couldn't even hear.
Yeah.
It sounded like you were saying something.
Yeah,
good.
it's weird because like
There we
I
go.
was
I
saying
hear on the
something though, but I
outside,
said, no, I
you
said,
do.
Tone, I said, I knew,
Mm-hmm.
she told me she had met someone. I was like, all right, bro, I've heard some things before. But
I don't know
once
what that
I
is
met
with my
you,
brothers though. They don't
I,
like
I
you.
knew that you were the lid for the pot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
I
knew
appreciate it.
you were good for her as far as that. And when I seen you together, even when you came to the house, I was
but I
like,
hope it's cute.
Well, you know what's the
bro,
funny
and I
story?
worried about
Do you want to
We
hear
were
a
talking
story?
about it the other day.
You want to hear about something
So-
crazy? Listen to this. Yeah.
So we're dating. So then I actually met Ray a couple times just on FaceTime.
FaceTime,
Hey,
yeah.
how you doing?
Yes.
Yeah, what's up, buddy? They talk, whatever. So it just so happens that me and my cousin Ernest was on a flight coming back from New York
Yes.
to Florida. So I'm sitting there, I'm
was-
talking to my cousin, and here comes walking down the aisle. I was like, I told my cousin, yo,
He's like,
that
"Ray."
dude looks just like Jennifer's brother. And he's like, really? He said, well, we in New York, could be. I said, shit. I said, she said he was coming into town, but I wasn't sure when. So
My nigga.
anyway, we
Amazing.
get off the plane. As
Yeah.
he walks by, I'm like, yo, Ray. He looks at me, he's like, who the fuck?
Oh yeah, my brother. Who the fuck are you?
What's up?
Man,
I said, it's
coming off the plane.
Tony.
I didn't even really like being in New York to begin with.
I know.
It was so funny.
I
He
have to
just
go
looked
there.
at us like,
It's
who the fuck are
I
you?
live in Florida, bro. It's a miserable time when I gotta.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, son.
It's all good though, but that we were just talking about the other day.
Yeah,
It's like the
and-
first time I actually met you in person.
So he met my husband. So my brother and my husband met before I got to introduce them physically.
Yeah, on the plane.
Oh, that's awkward.
Isn't that crazy? And then next thing you know, my brother's calling me and FaceTiming me, and he's FaceTiming me at the same exact time to say, yo, we just met each other. And I'm
Coming
like,
off the plane, JetBlue.
and my brother was coming to see me, but he was taking an Uber to Tampa, or whatever it was, one or the other.
Yeah, he was
and,
to his hotel.
Yeah, to his hotel, and he's like, "I'll see my sissy later." And I was going to have him meet him, but he had to work, so I wasn't sure if he was going to get back from the plane, go to work, and then I'd be. So I wasn't
You drive
sure
him
because my
home
brother was
today?
only. Yeah, my brother was only going to be here for
drive
like a
him
day
back?
and a half.
Did you drive him back from
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
No, I
That's
told
one
him,
of the
I
real
said,
Real
yo,
awkward
we
awkward
got the
car
phone.
ride.
Yeah, it was it
Yeah,
was one of
no,
those. It was one of
He
those
already had an
crazy.
Uber.
My life again, Antoine. Crazy situations that you can't make this shit up.
I see it.
I know, 'cause Antoine's like,
You
I
mean,
see
like
it.
the fortune cookies?
So Antoine he's been doing my chart now for almost a year, and he had asked me about, he goes, is your husband like a man's man? Like your husband, he puts you in check. And I said, Antoine, you cannot read me like that. You cannot tell people this. This is privileged information. You know,
I
and
know.
and I
You'll be
said,
all right, sissy. You're in your relaxed time. You'll
I
be all
am.
right.
I'm
You'll
in
be
my
all right.
I'm
You'll
in
be
my
all right.
rich bitch, rich housewife era of my life, and I'm enjoying every fucking bit of it. I ain't gonna lie. But at the same time, I was like, Antoine, you can't tell him this. Like he can't.
And then I saw both y'all charts together.
He did, and he was like, used to
And I
have
think
good
that's when I saw
sex.
it.
Yeah.
He's like used to a fanat, like used to a goo. And I was like, Antoine, please. I said, you people are listening. I said, close your ears. I said, you have no idea. I said,
Well, people always ask me, hey, you keep her in line?
yeah.
I said, no. With her, we fall in line.
Oh, that's a good one.
No,
That
we.
makes sense.
Yeah,
Wise man.
Yeah, he's a wise man. Exactly. Eric's like wise man. No, he does. He definitely is the lid to my pot, as my brother said. And that was the first thing my brother
cute.
said when he met him. He said, "Sissy, that's your lid. That's your
I
lid.
knew
Don't
that.
look for nothing else. That's your lid." And I wasn't looking for anything. I wasn't even looking for him. But I was like, he was like,
She found me in the French Riviera.
I did.
I have
And
no doubt.
exactly. But
And
that's
I'm happy
how.
she did, though. I'll be real, though. Bro. This is her best time, bro. I've seen she's happy as a motherfucker.
Aw,
I'll put her on blast in the pod.
that's all right. You can put me on blast, Ray. It's
She's
okay.
happy as she is.
But
Yeah,
it's all right.
100%. She's happy. Like you can see it on anybody. Can see it on whoever's watching the pod can see it on. Bro, you're good.
Yeah, I am the happiest. And I tell my brother all the time, no need to ever worry about me again. He used to worry about me. His little brother, he used to be like, Sissy, all right? You got 3 kids. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Keithy, autistic. You know, he was always worried. He was always concerned, you know what I mean? But I always made sure shit was straight. But with this eclipse, I think my husband also, too, being a Leo rising, his eclipse was his pool is getting tiled today. His identity from working for so many years, for 30 years, has now officially come to an end. That's a huge identity thing. So every single thing about his life being a Leo rising has occurred within the last 24 hours. And he'll say to me, what does that mean? But he knows though, but listening to me all these years and being around me, he knows something's happening, something's shifting. You know what I'm saying? But the other morning, I think you and I woke up and I said I had all this anxiety and it was just this anticipatory. I just knew something was shifting in the universe. And, you know, I call you sometimes, Antoine. I'm like, I'm feeling something.
Mhm.
What is this? You know? And he's like, girl, why do you even call me? You know what I mean? Why do you call me?
I'm starting to understand you because you don't call yourself an astrologer. You just want something to label that shit with.
Okay.
You want something to classify it,
The feeling.
and you want to put a name.
Name to the feeling.
Because you'll know.
Yes.
But this is like when I tell you, oh, that time you guessed the time of your own rebirth or some shit.
Oh yeah.
And then you said, Antoine, just look
Like,
at this
good guess.
time. Look up this time. It'll be shit like this. She'll be like, I feel like, you know, my soul's gonna die and be reborn at 5:22 a.m. on, you know.
Yeah, such a day.
I'm like, okay.
So,
So I'll look it up. And I'm like, Pluto was on this bitch's moon. Pluto is the planet of transformation and rebirth.
yeah.
And Pluto, at the time that she tells me, I'll look at that time and Pluto will be holding hands with her moon.
Yeah.
And I'm like, had you not said anything, I would say this would usher in some emotional rebirth.
Yeah. See? And it was just because they tell me, and he goes, sometimes he'll go, I don't want to know who they are, but they tells me that they're your, whatever you call them, listen to them.
They turn on the light at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then they turn it
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
The
You don't know what
TV,
my
the
husband has to
light.
go through.
The poltergeist.
Yeah. No,
I gotta be like, babe,
he,
tell your peeps to take the chill.
yeah, take a chill pill. Enough.
Okay, what's the most freaked
Yo,
out
but
moment
the-
you've ever had with her in her
Oh,
gift?
Bianca wants to know, what's
That's
the
a
most,
good one, right?
what's the most freaked out
Well,
moment?
the first ever.
Just so you know, Los and Eric are so excited that he's in here right now. Their two faces are lit up like Christmas
They
trees.
are. They're so happy.
They're so
He
excited.
could
They're-
be in here. You should have him on
Yeah.
the pod more often. He's sometimes funnier than you are.
oh,
You should have
her?
thank you.
She's funnier.
I love this.
No,
This is
yeah,
she
great.
makes
I
the
know.
better chicken cutlet.
You know I make a better chicken cutlet. My brother's been eating my chicken cutlet since he's born. He
I
can
don't know,
tell I
that
make the
sandwich
best chicken.
Tony made the other day was
Was pretty
It
bomb.
So good. Boys, back me up here.
I know.
Just saying.
Like the boys are like, yeah. So, yeah, so what's the
I say
freakiest
cook
thing you've
off.
ever,
So
we'll have to
this
share the
was-
mic, but go ahead. What's the freakiest thing?
Yeah, what's the freakiest thing?
So this was we were dating still.
Mhm.
We were living in Clearwater
Okay.
in that little house.
Okay.
And we're just sitting there, we're talking, it's quiet. I mean, it's calm day, doors closed, nothing's on, no fan, nothing. All of a sudden she says something, and then in the corner of my eye, I see the tree. She had a little plant, and all of a sudden the leaf just started like going like this crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? Then it stopped. And I'm just sitting there. She's not saying it, she's still talking. All of a sudden again it goes, it starts. I'm like, what the fuck? So I just quietly I walk over and I'm like inspecting it, and she just starts dying laughing. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "The fucking tree was like
The whole tree was
answering you,
moving.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
you got it."
It was like a pendulum. It was like,
So people don't know, but I use plants as a pendulum. If I talk to a plant and I say if something should be or something should not be, the plant leaf will literally move or it will stay still.
And I mean, I was looking for a lizard, or something.
he was
I said,
looking,
something's crawling
yeah.
on this fucking leaf.
Another time, so I'm gonna tell this story, but he's gonna laugh after I tell it. But so here I am, we're dating a very short period of time, and I bring him to Adriana Lima's 40th birthday party. I know, who the hell
Great
am I?
job.
So we go to Miami. We're going to Adriana's party. Adriana cannot wait to have me. I'm one of maybe 20 people invited to this party. It's a very small, coveted party.
Yeah, it was like during COVID.
And yeah, it was during COVID or whatever, but she has like 20 people. I'm one of them. And she brings us to Miami. It's an amazing party. We go to her house, go to, the whole thing. So we drive down there, we get a hotel, we do the whole thing, blah, blah, blah. He'll tell you about the penthouse. He'll tell you about the door. If I know there's a penthouse in that goddamn hotel, we get the penthouse. We ain't getting the regular goddamn room. We're gonna get the penthouse. Well, I didn't know the penthouse was in that damn hotel. So we get in the elevator, and all of a sudden I see PH on the thing, and I went. The guy went, "Oh, are you going to the penthouse?" I went, "No." Why? Is there a penthouse? The guy's like, "Yeah," and he's got a hot tub, it's on the roof. So I'm looking at him. He's like, "You don't
I
need
said,
the
no,
penthouse."
there's no penthouse.
He's like, "Yeah, you don't
That's
need the
for the
penthouse.
phone.
That's for the phone, whatever."
PH is the phone.
PH is for the phone, he said.
not
It ain't for
us,
the
not us girls. We know what
So
a penthouse
now
is.
I'm annoyed as hell. So anyway, so I get into the room and I'm calling the front desk. I'm like, "Get me this penthouse." You know what I mean? I want this fucking room. Whatever room this is, I want the room. So he's like, this motherfucker literally had my clothes unpacked, hanging in that damn closet so goddamn fast, so we didn't have to switch the room. Make a long story short, we go to the party, we have a good time. He had a fucking great time. Needless to say, he had 16,000 capellinis.
Oh, Capricorn.
Okay, at
Yes,
Adriana's
those are
party.
so
She
good.
absolutely. By the way,
I'll make them.
Adriana.
I know, I love them.
She's probably watching right now. Adriana loves my husband. She just adores him to no end. So we're hanging out. We're having a great time. We're dancing. We all do things. We head home. The next morning, I wake up to a man standing at the edge of my bed who looked like my husband. And I'm looking next door, and my husband is already in the bed. And I'm thinking to myself, who the hell is standing at the edge of the bed? And I wake him up, and I said, "Hey, He goes, yeah. Now we're just dating. You know what I mean? I didn't really get too much of, you know. So I said, do you have a father who passed that looks just like you? He goes, yeah. Why? I said, because he's standing here telling me I look good naked. I said, and I don't know what the hell to do. He goes, oh, tell my father to get the hell out of here. He said, so he starts telling his father, Antonio, get the hell out of here.
Bounce, bro.
He goes, you better bounce,
bro. I'm good.
Ray's like, I'm out. Count me out of here.
Not even, but I'm saying that you did enjoy yourself.
I felt bad.
While you're
My
saying it.
husband looked at me like, how the hell did you know that? And I knew his birthday. I said, was he born like September? So he goes, okay, he needs to go. He's like, get him out of here. Do what you do. Do your witchy shit and get him the hell out of here. And after that, he packed up the fucking room. He's like, we're out of here.
We're in the penthouse now.
Penthouse, here we go.
And we were going to go back and
He had your back.
and there was a great hot tub right outside our room. We were going to go back to the hot tub. He's like, you're not going nowhere. He's like, you're not getting undressed. He's like,
He's in a turtleneck the rest of the week.
Put the bathrobe on.
He's like, put the bathrobe on. He's like, do something with yourself.
You with your eyes
Oh
like this.
my God. It was one of those moments that it was priceless. It was so priceless. But we had some crazy ghostly moments here at the house. He's used to it now.
Yeah, I'm used to it. I'm just like, yo, tell him to chill.
Tell him to chill. Don't
Remember the one time, Tony, you told me that one story about the lights and shit going on in the bed. You're like, I'm not fucking with it. Just tell me, just be done for the night and let's get on about it. I remember when you told me that one, I was like,
yeah. Just Raymond had to deal with all this stuff too, and he used to live with me. He would be like, Sissy, tell your people to knock it off, Sissy. We're not in the mood tonight. Nope. But it's just what it is. If you live with me, you understand, and they mean no harm. They're just trying to get my attention, and I'm just being ignorant. I just don't want to listen, so I'm just being quiet. I ignore them. So sometimes my husband will say, give them some attention because they're bothering the shit out of me. So if they start coming to me, you're ignoring them. And sometimes I do. I'm tired. You know what I mean?
They just want chicken cutlets.
I just want chicken cutlets. I want to take a nap. You know what I mean? I just want to take a
chicken
nap.
cutlets are nice. Now we're talking. Now we're back in the mix.
But now he knows if I am in, he calls it activation mode. If he sees me laying in the bed with the blanket right up to my chin, and my arms are underneath the blanket, and I'm laying there like this, and my makeup is in perfect condition, and my eyelashes are like this, and he comes in the room, and he knows it's activation mode. It means don't touch her, don't talk to her, don't ask her for a thing. She's in another realm. She's in a dimension.
No. When I walk in and you're just staring one eye that way, one eye that way.
Bro,
I walk in the room and I'm like, okay. I close the door. Call me when you get back.
But every now and then he says, I'm afraid one day you're not going to come back. He goes, and I said, no, I'm coming back, honey. I'm coming back. I promise I'm coming back.
Now I got to go get you.
Yes, exactly. If not, to go get me. All right, so we're going to take some live calls because the calls have been in queue. Antoine, be prepared because I'm sure between you and I, they're going to ask us questions. We are the spiritualists here in the room.
I'll be your backup.
You'll be my backup, and we are going to. And if they have any questions for Raymond, you are more than welcome, Raymond, to chime in at any moment. Don't worry about me. He's like, don't worry about me. So just to go ahead and do that. So Carlos is going to put
Big Tony's on the podcast.
Yeah, Big Tony's on the podcast. Exactly. Well, listen, my husband gets great advice. So I know. Go smoke your weed. Do your thing. I'm sure Antoine at any moment is going to do his own. And we are going to at any moment.
Girl, it's right here.
I know. He's waiting. Antoine's waiting. Listen, Eric has been wanting to smoke since before we got here. So I'm sure at this point, the back porch is when it's ready and the pool is put together. They'll have their own little smoke.
I got a pink blunt waiting right here.
Oh, jeez! Look at
It's a pink blunt.
I don't even know what.
I've never seen
Look
that.
at Bianca's face.
I know.
It's very
Bianca's like, I've
Cameron.
never seen that.
Interesting.
Yeah, what is
Look
that?
like a Subway sub.
It's a Subway sub.
Oh my goodness. I'm going
All right, we're going in hot. All right, Eric, hit us with the first question. The first person in queue.
Okay, we got 1474. It looks like Nicole and Mao.
Nicole and Mao.
I don't know where they're from.
All right, Nicole and Mao. This is Jae Rae. Welcome to the Jae Rae Show. You got a whole panel of people tonight, girl. So what
How
is
are you?
Good. How are you, sweetheart? What is your question for me tonight?
Yeah, so my question is, how does my ex, his name is Hafet, how does he overall feel about me? What's his overall emotions?
What is his birthday? And what is your birthday?
Yeah, so my birthday is 9/27/94.
So you're
and
Libra?
his is 4, yes, and his is 4/10/92.
Oh, he's an Aries?
Yeah.
Yeah, he don't think about you no more. It's over. What do
Okay.
you want to? I'm being totally honest. You got and Antoine. You're gonna have to help me with this one, but I'm sure Antoine's gonna say it. Aries moves on
Oh,
fast.
oh, they do. So you're wondering how he feels about you?
Mhm.
Have you asked him?
He doesn't like to tell the truth, but he watches my stories constantly. If he has a new girlfriend, I'm not sure why he's constantly reaching out to me.
Because he's in Aries.
Okay, so you haven't. Well, Jae Rae gets it from the spirit, so maybe he ain't talking to you no more. But if you haven't asked him, there's your answer.
And we also
He's
have,
an Aries. You got to confront them. You got to ask him,
and he also got
and you got
these
to ask people
retrogrades though in
questions
Aries
anyway.
though. We got those retrogrades in Aries right now though. You know what I mean?
That's the
But
perfect time.
it's a perfect time to
With
reach out
Neptune
to
retrograde in Aries,
it's a
you
perfect
can't.
time to be like, what's up? But let me ask you this question, Nicole. This is coming from my side. This is what I want to ask you this question. Why do you give a
Yeah.
fuck? No, I'm being totally honest. Why do you give a fuck? If the man seriously can't pick up the phone, he only can look at your story. He can only do things through social media, through other means, and can't pick up the phone to actually tell you, call you, take you out, do it. Look at Eric. See, all the men in the room are shaking their heads, going like this.
My
See,
oldest
go ahead.
son,
Look at Eric. Yeah. Why do you want to be with somebody who don't have the balls enough to call you and say, "Hi, how are you? I miss you. I'd love to see you." Because let me tell you something. My husband did.
Mhm.
Every man in this room has literally had to say, "Hey, I fucked up. I'm sorry. Can I see you? Let's make a
Mhm.
plan." My brother Raymond was the worst. And if my brother can get married and love a woman the way he does, trust me when I tell you,
Dang,
my
asshole.
my brother, I love him to death, but all
Raymond catches
my
strays.
my
Really the
I
worst?
love my brother, but he would tell you the
Worst?
same thing. As a girl, he would tell you the
Mhm.
same thing. If
I
a ma-
was fucking
If they wanted
15
to,
in
they
my time.
would.
What do you want me to do?
my brother would tell you the same thing, and every man here would tell you the same thing. Why do you care? I'm being honest. Why do you care?
I guess because I have a trauma bond. I don't know.
Okay.
I can't stop. I can't stop thinking about him. Unfortunately, I know that sounds
No,
ridiculous,
that's okay.
but I guess in order for
Mm-mm.
me to like completely cut him off, it's hard for me to detach
But
from
he already cut
somebody.
you off. This is
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going through this now.
okay. He already cut you off.
I'm.
Like, what do you need else? I'm just confused. Like, I'm not confused. I'm going to say this. He already cut you off,
Mhm.
right? You don't talk to him, right? He hasn't called you. He hasn't texted you. He's only watching your social media, correct? That's it. Because he has
Mhm.
access to that. It's public information, correct? But he knows where you
Right.
live, correct? He knows where you live.
Correct.
He knows your
Mhm.
phone number. He can DM you, correct? So it's
True.
not so much a trauma bond, it's your ego. You want to know why
Mm.
it is that he didn't choose you.
what's her
Mhm.
sign?
Very true.
Yeah. She's a
Very true.
what's your birthday again? She's Libra.
September.
Libra.
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
Libra.
she's a Libra. Eric's a Libra, and we go through this with Eric all the time. So you have to really understand that it really does come down to why didn't he choose me? And Antoine and I work together very well together. We've helped with a lot of women. Women want to be chosen. And if they had a lot of very, very absent and abandonment in their lives as
Yep.
children, the first thing they want is to be chosen. So they will choose people that don't choose them just to chase the
Very
feeling.
true.
You guys will break your own hearts, create chaos, sabotage, because that's the healthy feeling. That it's chaotic and it's messy. A healthy relationship
Very
doesn't
true.
feel normal.
We've talked about this before.
Mm-hmm.
Very true. I've been learning this in my therapy, so I should have
There you go.
took that and ran with it.
So, Nicole, I'm going to say this. Is he going to contact you
Mhm.
again? Of course he is. Is he going to call you? Yes. You want to know why? Because you're dumb enough to
Not
answer
for
the
the
goddamn
reason.
phone, and he knows it. He knows it. He knows that you're going to answer the call. He knows you're going to answer the text. You might play stupid and shy for a few hours or maybe a day and not respond and do the whole thing and then call the best friend who doesn't like him, who's already jealous of you. And then she's like, oh, call him. Meanwhile, she's sabotaging the whole situation for you. Listen to what I'm telling you. He's going to call. He's going to reach out, but he's not changed. He's just going to play
Oh,
the
yeah, no.
same game. So if you want to play cat and mouse, stick with this guy. If you want somebody absolutely brand spanking new, then let this go and let something find you while you're healing.
Bury him.
Eclipse, cut
As
it
my
out.
husband said,
Take him to the cemetery and bury him.
there you go. That's the truth.
Yeah.
That's
Why you
it.
need big T on them.
Yeah.
Feed him to the
But
fishes.
the
Yeah,
next,
thank you.
now I'm going to say this to you, and this is good news to you. Okay, Nicole? The next 3
Okay.
months, and this is what I'm picking up. So I don't know. I don't have your chart in front of me. You got to get an appointment with Antoine, and he'll service this situation. I'm picking up
Okay.
spirit wise. In the next 3 months, I really do believe you're going to meet somebody entirely new that's going to blow your mind. So my thing to you is continue the therapy, continue clearing the part of you that needs to be chosen, and understand what a healthy relationship feels like. And that
Okay.
means you don't have butterflies in your stomach. It means that your heart's not going to race. And it means that you're not going to be chasing him. You don't give a shit if he calls you or not. That's healthy.
Mm.
What's not healthy is the where, the when, the how, and all the things in between.
Okay. You're absolutely right.
Okay?
Thank you.
I got to take the
All
next
right.
call.
She broke up with
I
me
really
every Monday.
appreciate
I broke up with him every Monday and
When
every
we were
Friday
dating.
we went
Every
back out.
Friday, she was like, "What time you come and pick me up?"
And he still came. So does that tell you? Because he loved me. So there you go. All right, next caller.
Thank you.
Are you ready there, Eric? All right, Eric's ready. We know we had a little late start, but
1135.
1135. Take a listen.
Lowell.
All right, we got Nicole. Nicole, hi, welcome to the Jae Rae Show. You got the Hollywood Squares here of Bianca,
I feel like we need to do,
Antoine,
like, the-
That's
Brody,
Ricardo.
aka my brother Raymond, and a Big Tone Poppy and myself. So welcome to the studio. Welcome on the line. How can I help you? Caller, Lowell, Massachusetts. How can I help you? Caller.
Hi, Jae Rae. First of all, you look absolutely gorgeous
Oh.
as always.
Thank you so much, Carl. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Happy birthday to your brother. Much love.
Oh, he's here. He's listening. Thank you so much. He's
Thank
happy.
you so much.
Thank you. He's
Yes,
drinking.
thank
We're
you.
drinking. What can I help you with tonight?
I've been in the same job now for 25 years.
Okay.
Recently, I got a new supervisor. Things have changed.
What's your
and
birthday?
I feel like I can't. My birthday is 12/9/73.
So you're a Sag. Okay, so 12/9/73. So you're my age. You're going to be 53 this year. Okay, go ahead.
Correct. And I just feel like I can't do anything right.
Mhm.
I'm thinking about possibly retiring and doing something else.
You need to. It's not, well, don't think about it. Either that or you're getting fired. They're going to give a reason to fire you. I'll just say that right now by
Jesus.
November.
Quit before you get fired.
Okay.
Quit before. Yeah, unless you want to be fired, then you listen. You're in Massachusetts. You'll get good. You'll get good unemployment, but they're going to let you go.
Well, I used to live there. Yes.
Yeah, they're going to get. You're going to get
Yeah.
unemployment. So I wouldn't. I would get fired. Wait to get fired. So do
Okay.
do less. Just keep doing less and less. Call out. Honestly.
Quiet quitting.
Yeah, quiet quit. Quiet quit. They're
That's
gonna
a
they're
new
gonna fire you
thing.
regardless. So if you, I mean, you could actually do it. You know, but you have to be fired with legal reasons. So don't do anything stupid. Don't steal. You know what I mean? Or do nothing dumb. But don't have any major infractions. Just quietly quit. I think around November they're gonna let you go. Which is gonna
Really?
then force you. Yeah, it's gonna force you into another career, and that's gonna be very beneficial to you. Extremely beneficial to you, actually. So you'll be getting your unemployment for about 18 months, and then you're going to be living. You're going to be fine, Carla. Carla, just let things happen the way they are. You hold on to too much shit. You hold on to way too much.
Right.
You really do. I mean, you're
That's-
still holding on to people of the
that's true.
past. I mean, I'm still looking at somebody from literally 32 years ago. So that 32 years ago, we're turning 53 this year. What's 32 years ago? What year is that? Do the math.
17.
1991?
No, I'm
Oh,
91.
yeah, so-
So
90
90
what?
95?
What happened in
94,
1995?
94.
What happened in 1994 with you, Carla? Can you remember?
1994.
Uh-huh.
I honestly don't. Nothing stands out.
Okay. That's 32. How old was I at 32 years ago, Raymond? Babe, you're good with math. How old was
On
I?
air, you're gonna do?
20 years old.
21.
21. Who were
21.
you dating? What were you doing at 21?
At 21, I was dating my now husband.
Okay. And what was going on around that time with work, home, family?
At that time, I was working in sales,
Mm-hmm.
and things were going well. But I wanted something more stable because I wanted a family, and I wanted more stable hours.
Okay. So you're doing this. Here we go again. Back around again. We're just doing it. We're going through the same thing for different reasons, but it's the same. It's the pattern. But you really do you hold grudges. I don't know why I'm being told that, but you got a grudge on you. Did anything happen around 2020?
Well,
2019?
in 2020, I've been going through a lot of medical issues,
Oh,
and so
okay.
it's been really difficult.
Okay.
Juggling everything, and then finances have been tough the last
Okay.
few years.
Okay. We got to figure out what you're holding on to, because the body
Does she have any
keeps.
Virgo in her chart?
Do you have Virgo in your? Well, I don't have a chart in front of me.
I'm not
Oh, he
sure.
looks
I
stressed
know
as
I
he's
was.
saying it.
I know I was born.
Answer, yeah.
I
Yeah.
I was born at
Why is it-
6:35 in the morning, so I don't know if I have Virgo.
6
Yeah. So she's a
Virgo.
6
Me
Virgo.
too, I love that.
Oh yeah. She's holding on to home and family. She got what do you got? Stomach issues?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So that's your solar
Virgo.
plexus. Okay. So with that all being said, you got some work to do, my dear. The firing is going to be the best thing that ever happened to you. The second part of it is going to be the new career. Third thing is you're going to clear up a lot of these medical issues, because a lot of things you're holding on to and the body keeps score. Read the book. Read the book, The Body Keeps Score. It's an amazing book, and it will help you understand why things happen the way they're happening. You're trying to control everybody else's fate. It's not your job. Do you understand me? It's not your job to hold on to
Right.
everybody's fate. And you're trying to control everybody's mind, body, spirit, emotions. You're going to kill yourself trying to
Well,
do that.
it's probably the job that I do, because it requires a lot of that,
I have
unfortunately.
Yeah. Whatever it is, you got to let it go. Trust me when I tell you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Moving on. We're going to take the next question. And then we're going to take a text message from
Yeah, let's do
Miss
rapid fire.
Bianca. Yes. Are ready? All right. One more question.
We've got Elizabeth out in New York.
All right. Elizabeth from New York. Welcome to the show. This is Jae Rae. How can I help you?
Hey, Jerry, how can I help you?
What's your question?
My question is about my son. His birthday is 6/19/2004.
Gemini.
I was hoping with this new eclipse that he would really like find himself. He's really struggling since high school.
Give me the word
He
struggle.
he
What
does
is
have
when you say struggle? He's really struggling. Give me an understanding what struggling is. What's struggling? Give me an understanding.
he has high functioning autism.
Okay, so does my son. So I'm trying to understand when you say the word struggle. It could be addiction. It could be
Yeah,
so many
very
different
high
things.
functioning.
Okay.
We just got his driver's license.
Okay.
He works part time.
Okay.
But he's not good working with customers
Okay.
anymore. He doesn't want to do that anymore.
Is he getting
So
angry?
he stays
My
home.
question is he have a
Yeah.
lot of anger?
Yeah.
That's what I'm picking up. A lot of anger.
With the gaming, that because he doesn't really have friends, he doesn't go out, so he does the gaming
Okay.
at home, and that's not the best.
Yeah, it's the only outlet he's
So-
got at this moment in time.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so this is just again unsolicited advice for whatever reason. I have a high functioning son with autism who lives in a assisted living, which has been the best thing. Supportive living, independent living, however you want to call it. Here in Florida, it's more of independent living, supportive living, they call it. I think it's and I say this with love, Elizabeth, because I'm a mom, you're a mom. You're the problem. As long as he's home, he's never going to get to the next level. Not because it's not because you're doing anything wrong. It's because the comfort. And my son had to be in an uncomfortable situation for him to grow out of mommy doing everything for him. From making sure he had his french fries at 12 o'clock, making sure he had his chicken nuggets and his chicken tenders, making sure he had all the things he wanted, and he would get angry.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, see, my brother lived with me, so he knows. My son would get extremely angry. He was 23, 24 years old. My son was 350 pounds, 6'4", and could stomp on me, and I'm a big woman, knock me down to the ground and not think nothing of it. So, and he didn't do it with the intention of wanting to hurt me. It's his anger, his frustration, and the amount of aggression was pretty strong. And my brother had to get in between us many times at 16, 17, 18 years old. So I can tell you, but he was terrified of my brother, so thank God. But even then, it was my brother. It took a lot for my brother to kind of take him to the floor. So I can tell you that something you should consider something you should take a look at. I have a lot of resources. I don't know if you know this, but my brother and I, our family members, are very big with the Autism Foundations in New York. So if you want to find out how to do something like that, you can definitely email me, and I'll be more than happy to show you how to go through the process of getting him into an independent living situation where he has a great schedule, amazing individuals that would take care of the day to day. He would go to work, go to school, do the things he needs to do, and then still do his, he would still have his video games, but they won't become his daily life where he could just go home, be comfortable, go in his room, shut the door, and that's that. Because unfortunately, even kids without high functioning autism, parents are having this problem. It's an epidemic. Parents are having this problem everywhere. So this is not even about autism, but I hear you, and I know you're feeling, but I promise you have to look for other resources now. It's beyond what you can do. That's how I'm going to say that. It's beyond what you can do.
Okay, so I'll send you an email because I did try to qualify him for when he graduated high school for SSI.
Okay.
We went through the process, and he met with the psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist. You have to go. Yeah. In order to get SSI, you have to go to a psychiatrist.
They denied it.
Okay, so they're denying it because you have the wrong doctor. You have the wrong. You need to have advocates. You need to have the right things in place. Your son has a diagnosis. Yeah, but if your son has a diagnosis of high functioning autism, he is labeled disabled. Like it or lump it or take it down the street and dump it. That's what you got. So you have to go to the right place, the right people. And Raymond, what does Alexis run in Staten Island? What company?
It's PCCS.
PCCS. In Staten Island, but
it's not on your mark anymore.
It's not on your mark. Yeah, it's PCCS. So, but there's a lot of programs, and you're gonna have to. And Elizabeth, you got to do your due diligence, and the due diligence is there are 1,000 people out there that would advocate. Get your son his SSI, get him where he needs to go, and it's something you should really consider. Big time.
Okay.
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 All right, sweetheart.
Thank you so much.
So very welcome. All right, we're going to take a text message. All right, so we're heading the headphones over to Miss Bianca. So
I think it was interesting, though. I think it was interesting that
Thank you.
all right, Big Tone Poppy's leaving the room. Big Tone Poppy's preparing the table for the after party.
I gotta go watch my pool dry.
He's got
My pool dry.
Gotta watch the pool dry.
Big Tone Poppy's going to prepare the after party outside in the kitchen. So
they always deny those SSI.
Yes, they do. Right away. Because you too, right? You have a child with high functioning Asperger's, right? So
and they always deny everything right off jump.
Right off the jump. You got to keep going back in, and you got to keep doing them. You got to keep going, and got to keep going, and got to keep going. So yeah, it could be very upsetting, and it is a lot of information, and it's a lot to do. But I did it, and my brother knows I did it because he watched me do it. So it's a lot of work. But once you do
100%.
once you do it once, you're good to go. All right, Bianca, hit me with these questions. I want to hear these text messages. This is the fun part.
Okay.
All right, I just want to take a listen. So
is 6652.
Okay, 6652. Take a listen. We're calling on you.
Hey Jay, my birthday is March 23rd, 1970. Aries Sun, Libra Moon, Scorpio Rising.
Okay.
I have a legal situation that happened prior to me leaving the East Coast. I've never been in trouble in my entire life.
Okay.
I have a hearing on Monday, August 17th. This is my third hearing, and I want to know if this is going to be dismissed. It's been stressing me out and putting a strain on my already complicated health situation. Please help.
Okay. Now,
Also, thank you for sending the chart over.
Thank you for sending your chart over. That was amazing.
And being specific.
And being specific. That
We
helps
love
with
that.
me. I'm going to do the cards right now because I'm going to tell you right now the feeling I'm getting, dismissal. I don't know why that's what I'm getting. I'm getting dismissal because I think that's what her attorneys put in for. I feel like she's got good attorneys. Cards, please tell me and tell me true. So if I get things like the Justice card, if I get things like the Two of Wands, if I get things like the Five of Pentacles, that's dismissal. Those are dismissals. Cards, please. Cards, please tell me and tell me true. What's her first name again?
She wanted to be anonymous.
She wants to be anonymous. Okay. All right.
I'll tell you later.
Is 52370 going to have her case dismissed?
32370.
Yeah. On August 17th. Yeah, I feel like it's this is the last time. Seven of Wands. So she's being defended Five of Swords, it might be, oh God. 10 of Wands, the burden is being dumped. If you see, it's in reverse. Underlying currents of the situation is the Page of Swords. I feel like it's going to be dismissed. Oh yeah, she got the Sun card.
Sweet.
Yeah, I feel it's going to be. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. So I don't know if the prosecution, I don't know. I wish I could talk to her. I don't know if the prosecution was somebody who was trying to be sneaky and kind of put her in a position to almost like admit to something she didn't do. That's what I feel like. She got caught up in somebody else's nonsense. That's what I feel like. That's what I'm getting. The Chariot. It's going to move on. Yep, Two of Wands. They're definitely seeing that you are not the problem, and they're definitely noticing it might be adjourned and then dismissed. Don't be surprised if it gets adjourned, and then dismissed. But that's what I'm feeling: adjournment and then dismissal. But I'm definitely feeling a dismissal. And I'm telling you right now, they're figuring out somebody was being sneaky. And I feel it was the prosecution that was being sneaky. I feel the prosecution was creating,
trying to make an example.
Trying to make an example. The prosecution was just doing something shady. That's what I'm picking up. So tell her to text us back and let us know. But
she texted. We'll call you after the show.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. All right. Next question.
Jen, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sweetheart.
What terms, like, is that like when you say like some of it feels like you're in court when you read some of these things.
Yeah, because
you're being judged, like in the
well, your
some of those
sissy
things,
before
like
you were born, your sissy was a JA sitting on the side of Judge Gigante in Staten Island, New York court, and I worked for Babadia.
Not even the way you say it. What I'm saying is like the cards. Are the cards very judgy?
The judge.
Do the cards come across like judge, jury, and executioner?
Yes, very much so.
Interesting.
Yeah, the cards do. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Why?
Yeah. So because the cards are built off universal law. The cards are built off of universal law. So for instance, numbers is numerology, has everything to do with the laws. So we're not talking about man's law, we're talking about universal law. Okay. Universal law is basically the utmost law. It supersedes man's law. That's God's law. So basically, God will always create a miracle based off his law, not by man's law. So for instance, for a very long time, man's law will always think it's being superseded until God's law gets intervened, and that's where miracles happen. That's where you can bend man's law based off universal.
You're talking about Neptune versus Saturn.
It's Neptune versus Saturn. You're talking about the illusions and the delusions are fighting against the principalities of what's actually going on here, which is a spiritual war between good and evil. So... Is that too much? Just
that was a great question, by the way.
Yeah, it was a great question.
What I'm saying is the way you were reading the cards almost meant like when you read the cards, like when you speak that, it's almost like judge, jury, and execution. I want to know if that's the way that it comes. If that's the tarot.
Yes.
I never looked into.
No, I know you were never really. Yeah, you didn't look into it. But when I'm being asked a specific question, I base the cards off of if I'm in that courtroom, and if I was to see it that way, that's how it looks to me.
To see the courtroom, that gets me a little bit. The courtroom.
Yeah. Well, you know, your sister should have been a lawyer. You used to tell me that all the time. Because
not even that. I want to know who's judging shit.
Yeah. Well, the judge.
Courtroom's crazy.
The
courtroom of life is
the courtroom of life is that's universal law.
Ooh, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead. What's your question?
Okay,
honey?
So if you're a lawyer, right?
Yeah.
And you have your gift.
Yes.
I mean, is that screwing with God?
Because let me tell you why.
Ooh.
Even if an attorney is very intuitive, look at the Clancy case. He obviously knows something ain't right. Correct? That defense attorney knows something's not right. And people think she's on trial for murder, and she's not. She's on trial for an indictment. They have to prove that she could be indicted. People don't, because my father, our father, was in and out of court our whole lives. People don't know this, but my father was in federal court pretty much half my life. I would have to sit in those courtrooms and listen. And I would have to read the court documents to understand what was going on through federal court, because he was part of
We can read them now.
I could read them. I know this. I know. So my father was very heavy into organized. Yeah, it was huge history. Actually, did you know that the day that you were born, they did the largest drug bust in New York City on the day you were born? It's all over the New York Post and news. Yes, but our father was very heavy into federal court and very heavy into organized crime. Make a very long story short, I learned a lot about court, and I learned a lot about how things move. Okay, and if you understand, right, and if you understand maritime law, you'd understand where actual courtroom law came from was maritime law, not from universal law. Universal law is what comes up must go down. Universal law is the law of compensation. the law of oneness, the law of divine oneness. These are just another level of laws that we abide by as human beings, as God's creatures. We have this innate ability to have these inner laws, and the laws go across the principalities of life, which is good versus evil. Okay, so right now in the Clancy case, in this particular situation right now, that man, that woman, who did it, who done it, all the things, we have
What
legitimate.
kind of case is it? What is the case about?
The
What are we
case is
talking
about a
What
woman who
kind of
was
case?
apparently killed 3 of her children under a postpartum
She killed her
psychosis.
children?
Apparently under postpartum psychosis,
Apparently
and
or allegedly?
and allegedly, and then jumped herself out of a window. Apparently, she confessed to the crime under the postpartum psychosis, but we're finding out now that her DNA is nowhere to be found in any of where, and the husband married somebody 4 months after this happened, and now has another child living in Manhattan.
Ooh.
And they have him now because they're trying to indict her for this crime that she admitted to. But what the defense is saying, how could she admit to a crime if she was under psychosis? So it doesn't make sense. Nothing is making sense. So if you're watching, you understand. But the universal laws of principality is my point that I'm going back to is
Okay.
in the now way that things are moving, and this Aquarius North Node, and I think Antoine can agree with me here. Okay.
Yes.
The lawyer is an Aquarius. Her defense attorney is an Aquarius. This man knows something ain't right. And he has now put together a case in front of a judge and in front of a jury to basically pretty much say this woman should not be indicted. She should not go to jail. If anything, she should go to a mental hospital and figure something out. But now we need to look at the husband. We need to look to see who actually did do it.
Who done did it?
And that's where the case is right now as we speak. Okay? So there you go. So, but if you want to base it off astrology, you can go bananas on that one because that'll blow your mind. He's a Gemini. I should say less. That's all I'm going to say. All right, moving on. Next question.
So I guess some people didn't see the memo where we told them during the live, if it says, "What do you see in my future?"
No, I'm not answering
We're
questions.
not doing
what
it.
Do you see
I'm
in
not
your
doing
future?
it. I'm sorry. You can call me a bitch. I'm not doing it. You're wasting my time.
My husband said I would have been the best lawyer because I know how to argue.
Oh.
Better
Good
watch
thing you
yourself
found
there,
one
Big
that-
Tom Poppy.
I was gonna say, good thing you found one that'll argue right back.
I know.
Give it
Literally.
right to you.
All right, next person. Next one.
Last digits are 7439. Good evening, Jae Rae. Love you. Been following and watching you for several years. My date of birth is September 27th, 1969. My name is Tosh Monique, and I would like to know if my granddaughter is at peace. She passed away suddenly. Was it because of the hospital or because of something else? Thank you so much for the insight.
It was something else. It wasn't the hospital. It was something else.
There you go.
I'm gonna pick it up. But if I pull the cards and I get anything that has to do with the 4 of Swords, that's a hospital. If I get the 9 of Swords, that's a hospital. If I get the 8 of, if I get anything, if I get any 9 of Wands, it's a hospital. But if it's through just natural, like she died of natural causes, I'm going to get the Lovers. I'm gonna end up getting the Empress. Gonna get something to that effect, but I feel it was natural causes, like whatever was meant to be, because I'm just getting a soul that came in and left rather quickly. Like that's how I'm picking up. That's how I'm seeing it. But yeah, the 7 of Pentacles. No, the Hangman. Yeah, no. What I say? The Lover's card. I'm gonna get the Lover's card.
Oh.
There it is. Yeah, that she was brought back to God. Yeah, see the Lovers. If you see the card, see how it looks like the angel is coming down to take the baby. That's why I know. Yeah, underlying current, the High Priestess. Yep, she went back to God. Yeah, there was nobody there that affected her. There's nothing other than the fact it was natural causes.
I hope that brought her peace.
Yeah, I hope it brings her peace. I mean, that was natural causes. That I don't think there was anybody for that.
What kind of spiritual does Antoine do? Like, what is
Antoine is
Antoine,
an astrologer, so he basically.
I'm an astrologer.
Yes.
So I have
What's
a
the
question.
difference
just
between
waiting.
what you do?
No, just,
Oh,
go ahead, Raymond.
No, I'm saying, what's the difference in what you do, Sissy? Like,
Oh,
because you have good respect for him. So if you have good respect for him, that he's meant
This
to
is
what he
a-
does. What I'm saying is, where
So
It's his specialty.
yeah, so you could say Antoine, he's an astrologer.
Oh yeah, so
yeah.
I'm an astrologer. So what your sister does, she just picks up the energy. I read the energy through a chart.
It's almost like
The
mathematical.
geometry that we was looking at
Yes,
before.
yes,
Exactly. So I look at that and
Interesting.
exactly what Jae Rae's doing. That because I'll go live sometimes and people will come up, but I look up the chart
Okay.
and then I'll read through the chart,
right.
and you know.
Yes,
They
and
make-
Do they often tell you guys the same thing? You look for different things as you guys read people.
no, we kind of get the same information in two different places before even talking to each other.
That's
Oh
cool.
yeah.
They got geometry on you, Ray.
Yes, yes, see? They have your geometry, and it's funny because he'll say to me all the
You like that, right?
yeah, I know, I love it. But I think
I know
that
you like
I think what Antoine does is unique in the way that the way he presents it. Not every astrologer has a way of understanding astrology to the way that he does. So he doesn't look at it in a way
Thank
of
you.
he's not very black and white about it. He understands the
Mhm.
variables of it all. Yeah.
Objectivity,
Very objectivity. Yeah.
responsibility, and humility.
Yes, and
Aw. I
I
humility.
just look and say exactly what I see.
Right.
I don't have any opinions.
No.
And I can read, I mean, I'll read the color of the shirt you're wearing too,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
But my specialty
Does my
is
shirt scream
astrology.
money?
is
The
astrology.
screen?
Yeah. And what
Wait,
what
it's
we what
sure
we
enough,
do
yes.
yes. And what we do very well together is I'm a timing bitch. I just know time. I don't know why. God
16
gave me this
crazy.
gift of time. I don't know what that's about. My brother knows I got the gift of time. I don't know. I got a clock in me.
I love that you curse on the podcast though.
I can do whatever
Because
I
you know what
want.
it is? Nobody can really tell you not to yet.
What
So
do you mean?
enjoy it until
Until
they
I get
really
yelled
tell
at
you
on,
you can't.
on YouTube?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
got
I
it.
know. But enjoy
he
it
sh-
until then.
He should know.
I do.
I know he should know.
I say crazy shit on my podcast. You have no idea.
But I can tell you that I'm very good at timing, and but with Antoine is I call him just to reference, and I'm like, this is kind of the time period. I see something happening. Am I right? Am I wrong? He's like, bitch, you're 100% right. And just that
I know, I
right
sat in-
down to the day. He's
I
like,
sat in on one of y'all's calls, and like you guys are just like pinging off of each other, and it's so accurate the way that you guys do it, and it's such a like lovely, beautiful respect for each other's gifts. So I think that
Yes.
it's a beautiful thing to see you guys, and that you guys both confirm the same thing,
yes,
but like in different ways.
yes,
In different ways. Because you'll tell me the time when the universe will give you a time and it'll give you a feeling.
yeah,
I'll plug that time in
yeah,
and then I'll see the astrology behind that feeling.
right, yeah. That's
Is it really math? Is that what he's saying? Is it really math? Was I talking shit or is it really math?
It really is. It really is math in the best way possible.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you go by degrees and everything is by positions.
Mhm.
So when planets square each other, they're
Angle.
within a certain or it's such a spiritual science.
Yes, it is.
That's cool.
Very spiritual.
Interesting.
Yes.
So then I have
Very
another
interesting.
question.
Yes,
for
go ahead,
Antoine.
Antoine. Yes.
So, you know how you have to know your exact birth time?
Yes.
How often do the moons change? So, like me, I know I was born in the morning, but I'm not sure the exact time. So, is it the same as 8 o'clock as it is 9 a.m.?
No. So
Everything changes.
not everything, but your rising sign.
Yes.
And your rising sign determines your houses. So if you don't know the time, I can get your planets.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were born at 8 o'clock, you'll be one rising, but the rising changes like every hour.
Yes.
And 12 houses are based off the rising.
Yes. So it's
I gotta
very,
go to
why
the
that has
vital
to be more
statistics.
yes,
place
and you
get
have
my
to order it
actual
online.
time.
You can order it online. You
Oh,
just
really?
have to go. Yeah, it's about $40.
Yeah, that's what I did.
I
Yeah.
was so thrown off. My birth certificate doesn't have my actual time.
No, you have to call. You have to call Vital Records, and you have to go get it. I had to get
doing that
Tony's birth
tomorrow.
certificate to see what time he was born. He was actually born at 10:22 p.m. Which 22. Of course, my husband was born at 10:22. Of course he was. But at the end of the day, that's what you have to do. But what Antoine does, if anybody wants a session with Antoine, his TikTok is booming. Number one. Number two, Antoine is not cheap. So don't I'm not cheap. Neither
You
is
could.
he.
You
Why
can't
would
put a
he be
price on
cheap?
value.
I'm just letting you know something right now. Don't be hitting him up
Who's
with
gonna be
$5
What, people in
readings.
your
We don't do
space? They're cheap.
No, we don't do $5 readings. So we're not cheap. So
$5 readings.
it's a lot of time and a lot of effort that gets put into what we do. So so he's very good at what he does. And if you want to know something very specific, he is the man. If you want to open a business, when you should get married, when you think you're gonna have a baby, maybe find your husband, maybe when you're gonna find your wife. This is where he can kind of narrow things down to a level where it can understand it and clearly understand it, or wondering why you haven't. He's very good at letting you know why you haven't gotten that job yet. Why
yes.
why haven't you attained
said
the goals?
yes.
Yes. Why haven't you attained the things you're supposed to attain? Because in your chart, you're supposed to be this rich motherfucker, and you're not. So,
And I bring it back to you,
and it brings
show
it back to you.
what you're not doing, because you have the power.
Yes.
If you don't have what you want yet, you need to accept that.
Yes.
And work on it.
It's not everybody
help
else's
people with
fault why you're not
Thank
where you
you.
are. If you're not where you are, it has everything to do with you. Period.
There you go, Jen.
There you go. I know.
Talk that shit.
Yeah, I know.
Talk that.
I'm telling you.
Talk that.
Listen. My brother and I.
Because you know this, we
Yes.
live in a place where all of a sudden to be successful is a crime. In any way,
Right?
shape, or form.
What
There's
is
a time
that
where being
about?
successful is a crime, everything's you've done well for yourself. Oh, you're not
You
good. You're
know?
down well. I
Yeah.
don't know.
My brother saw me.
I won't even.
Yeah, my brother, envy and
with it.
jealousy around my brother. Same thing with me. We're successful people. We don't bother nobody. We don't ask for nothing. And
I
yet,
like that. I don't bother nobody.
you don't
I say
bother
that shit 'cause I like
nobody.
the
You don't ask for
epitome.
nothing. But yet, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? They're looking at us like, how these motherfuckers showing up and doing the shit that they do. And we do it very stealth-like. We're ninjas. You know, and then they're like, "What the hell? What happened?" You know, and it's nothing personal. It's just
Haters gonna hate.
hate.
Love is gonna love.
She's from the old way. I know she's from the old way.
She's
bro.
over the old.
I can
So
hear it.
let me tell you. So in this book, Brody. So now she opens up her page.
Oh my God, this is crazy. All of us got like our readings in our
his
page.
book.
I'm gonna read you. Okay, I'm gonna
No
read
way.
it.
I'm
Yes.
not kidding you, Ray. It's
Yes.
sick. It's so.
Sissy, I wrote this. This took me a long time, Sissy. I did work.
Okay, I'm
on this
gonna
fucking
read you
website.
mine. Okay.
This is, so
You know how I approach it.
so
You know how I do.
how do you
things.
approach it?
You know how I approach anything I fucking do. I
know, you
I
just-
held up in my. I was pissing in mason jars for weeks, fucking writing this book. Bro. Serious, like, for real, like.
But
Penny
listen,
was- my wife was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" I said, "Oh, my life's work." She was like, "She thought I was making an album." And when I handed her the book, she was like, "You gotta be shitting me!" Like, she's still going through it now. She's like,
yeah.
"We need the next one."
All right, so listen.
My page
Okay, we gotta
made
listen
me
to this
so
'cause it's so
excited
crazy.
to read this.
Okay, so I got it. She's
Please.
going to read you an excerpt right now. So if you don't know who Bianca is, which my brother doesn't and Antoine doesn't, when you read this, you're going to freak out because this seriously is insane. So she tapped on the book 3 times and put it to her chest, and this is the excerpt of what she read. Okay, so go ahead.
Inside, the smell of fresh lumber mixed with lemon cleaner and old whiskey. The dining room was quiet. Only a few work lights illuminated the interior while employees moved through final preparations. The old jukebox had been unplugged. Its silence felt strangely respectful, almost like the building itself understood it was saying goodbye to someone. Wes stood behind the bar, running a towel across freshly polished glasses. He still wasn't entirely convinced any of this was real. Yesterday, he'd been passing through town. Today, he had a business to run, an apartment next door, and somehow a future. The front door opened.
So
You want to tell him what I do?
nobody
Don't say the
knows
place.
this. She is the general manager of
I'm
the
a manager.
best
Yeah.
5-star restaurants
manager.
here in Tampa. Burns being the best bar, barrel bar, wine concierge. She's a sommelier. She
Amazing.
is all these things.
So when I read it, I
it
was
was like,
well,
what
she
the
read hers first and had me in tears.
yeah,
And I read mine, I'm like,
what is that? And then Eric read his, and
And
that
we
was
were just
insane
like-
because the last one was ... which basically is Eric's life right now. The only person who hasn't done it yet is Carlos.
we're
So
doing it
come on.
live on the
Yeah,
air.
live on the air, Carlos. Go ahead.
But what's,
I'll
Antoine,
tell
I'm
you,
going
bro,
to send you
I
the book.
put a
I'm
lot
going
of
to.
myself in this book.
and what's
a
really,
lot of myself.
what's really
Yes.
crazy
Every
is that
aspect of myself.
I redid my entire patio because I want to start getting into reading again. And I bought one of those like 2 people papasan so I can like lay down and like read it. And and literally it comes today in the mail, and I'm so excited.
You can't make this shit up.
When I get home, my
Okay?
Amazon delivery is gonna be
Carlos,
there.
are you ready?
Let's
Are we gonna do
it.
this?
Yes,
We're doing it, Carlos
doing
style.
You have to hold it to your chest.
How do we
You
do
gotta
this?
knock
All
3
right,
times.
turn around to the camera so the camera
Yo, but not
sees
for
you.
nothing.
He's on the
Sissy,
camera.
Sissy,
Yes, baby.
Sissy, we got something for the niggas in this book too, because it's not
Oh.
necessarily the Dawson's Creek. I mean, it's a murder mystery.
I understand this,
So,
but
I
these
mean,
are
it's
just
not
moments.
there's
Just
everything for
let
everybody in this
Sissy
world.
enjoy the
100%.
process here, please. Let me enjoy my process. All right, go ahead. Turn around. So you got to hold the book against your chest
All right.
and say, "Dear God and all the angels, what is it you need me to know?"
Dear God and all the angels, what is it you need me to know?
Now tap on the book 3 times. All right, now just randomly open to a page.
Oh shit.
Okay, now look to the right.
Mhm.
And what does it say?
A quiet moment passed. The laughter slowly faded. The smile left Dominique's face as she looked back at the road.
Wow.
What the fuck is happening in our town? Outside, the headlights illuminated another
Mhm.
quiet stretch off the road leading towards the waterfront. Sabrina watched the passing lights through the passenger window before answering. You know how it is here, D. The loud shit gets
Quiet.
the
Set
loud
in
shit
silence.
it gets
Set in
said in
silence.
silence.
Mm-hmm.
A beat.
Yeah.
You don't remember our parents acting funny as hell when we were kids?
Yes,
Months of
yeah.
crazy news. Then everything just goes back to normal.
Mm.
Another quiet beat settled inside the Jeep. The place has always been off. Dominique nodded slowly. Yeah, a faint smile returned.
So what's going on in your life right now, Carlos?
I mean, my thing is, I do funny things. You know,
Leave
like,
us alone to bring the comedic
I know,
relief.
you love to bring the
Always.
comedic relief. But you know what that means.
yeah, definitely.
To
Okay,
you,
so
yeah.
I
what
know
is it?
all the lines of this book.
I know
yo.
that.
I wrote every line. Of
So
this
what
book.
does it
I
mean
know
for you? So if
every
you were to
fucking
just
line of-
break it down real easy and throw your own humor into it, what would that page mean for you right now with what you're experiencing? You just had a grandchild.
I was gonna say, is it the cram baby?
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like just the fact of like the humor
Uh-huh.
of me being the older
Sibling.
sibling to everything, and
Yeah.
the humor, I keep it there. But
You got a lot of responsibility.
yeah, how long do I keep that laughter up before it
Ah.
dies out and
Aw.
it gets silent?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? So, and these are not, by the way, Antoine, I work with two Libras, a Pisces, and then myself. So both of
That
them,
makes
both of my producers are
Can't wait
Libras.
to open the book. I love this.
And
Yes.
Libras are the ones that balance and sustain.
Oh, they balance and sustain.
and they
Because
work in
trust me,
pairs.
do you know how much they have to try to balance me out over here and just sustain?
We work
What-
good together.
I
we
like
work-
to work in
Thank
pairs. I
you.
just
Yeah, we work good together though. We do. We make it happen every freaking
do.
Wednesday. We make this shit
And you
happen.
don't ever necessarily work with other people
That
in this
is-
field, Sissy. I never see people
What, baby?
kind of necessarily. I've never seen you really go on the air with someone that's in the same field.
Yeah, yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
It's
Very rarely.
Oh.
That's 100%, which tells me you have a lot of respect for him and you respect what he does.
Yes, my brother knows. I don't
Yeah.
really co-sign with people too
Oh,
much.
but that's how we both are. We don't fuck with
He doesn't
people.
co-sign. He don't fuck with people.
All these
Do you know what?
fake-ass bitches
Antoine
out
does
here,
not get on people's lives. He does not get on people's shows. For him to say yes to me, it's respect. He respects what I do. You know what I mean?
Oh, I
Accessibility
do.
is key.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. So we're going to take some more calls because we got a few more time left in this 2-hour show. I know that we had a plan, but I want the last 5 or maybe 7 minutes, Antoine, if you can give a quick overview of what the rising signs should expect with this eclipse. If nobody knows, go over to jray.com. I went ahead and built my own big three calculator. If you want to know what your big 3 is, go over to my calculator and go check it out. And I did a journal, 507-page journal of your going with your rising sign with the 939 method, which is what I created by checking with yourself at 9 a.m., one time at 3 p.m., and again at 9 p.m. at night, guiding you throughout the day to find out what means for you with your tarot card of the day and the numerology of the day. So it's your job and your responsibility to keep track of your feelings and your emotions. So if you want to be coached by me, this is the easiest, fastest way to be coached by me. It's $28.28 until August 18th, and it's going up to $44.44. The Spirituality 101 class is also going to be digitalized, and that is going to be another thing that's going to be on the site within the next month. But this is my first digital download. I'm extremely proud of it. Over 150 sold already, and I am looking forward to doing more. So Antoine, take it away. What should us rising signs expect? So the fun part, this is what we're going to do. Ready?
Okay.
As you're talking, I'm going to pull a card.
Ooh.
So the card is going to be my opinion of what the rising sign is, and then yours is going to be based off of what you're feeling.
This is about to get
so how specifically how the eclipse
is going to affect. Yep. Simple.
The risings.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're going through Aries through Pisces.
Yes.
Okay.
I started Capricorn. I always started Cap only because people know I started Cap, but this is your moment, baby. Hollywood Squares. This is your box. You know what I'm saying? Do you, boo? You know what I'm saying?
My way for the last 7 minutes.
I was gonna get you for you. You got it for the last. You always have it your way anyway. Stop it.
I'm gonna be really upset if I get my birth certificate back, and I thought this entire time I was a Pisces rising, and I'm not.
Okay.
So I can't wait until I get. I'm going tomorrow.
I know. You have to go online. It's just online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's online. It's simple. Simple. All right, I'm ready. I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to hold the card and then shuffle, but you speak and then I can shuffle. I could do two things at the same time. I'm multitasking. Go ahead. Okay. All right.
So Aries risings with the Leo sun, with the eclipse in Leo, and first, it was a solar eclipse.
Okay.
Yeah. So with the eclipse in Leo, with the Leo moon and sun trining your Aries, now that could bring some new kids in the family. That can bring some heart surgeries. Okay. It's an Aries rising. So new kids, heart surgery. And then, Aries is all about action. So an Aries rising, and we're doing whole signs.
Yes,
just
whole
to make
signs.
it easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the eclipse happened in your fifth Leo house.
I got the world card.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know you don't know tarot, but I'm going to explain. But go ahead, I'm listening. Go ahead. They got the world card.
The sorcery
that's going on right now. Okay, but what you're saying already makes sense. Go ahead.
Okay, a lot of first-time performances, first kids, new little boys in the family, heart surgeries.
Okay.
And then, I give the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yes.
With the ugly, there could be some knockdown, drag-outs. Because there's a lot of fire energy.
Yes, okay? Aries represents fire.
Some conflicts specifically regarding somebody competing with you, being jealous of you, or trying to overshadow you.
Okay, got it. So I got the world card. It means you better close up some shop. You better close up an old pattern, an old way of doing things. This is the time now that you want to complete a cycle of your life. And this eclipse is helping you complete whatever it is that you've been doing damage to yourself. Whatever it is that you've been doing to yourself, you got to complete this cycle. And this is the world card. World card is a major arcana card, a major lesson. So there's a major lesson happening for the Aries rising that they cannot ignore. It's impossible to ignore this. And this is going to be one of the biggest blessings that they probably realize right now. They don't see it as a blessing yet. That's what I just heard, but they will later on. But they got that little Leo lion there at the right corner. It's the world card. So we're talking about, this is that Leo energy. Yeah. What, Ray?
Why is it in the corner?
Raymond, I don't have time to teach you tarot on my show. But I am more than happy to have you at my house. Sorry. But I love all your questions, but we only have a little bit of time. It's a live show, Raymond. It's a live show. I got parameters here, sir.
And you're like, we're focused on the lion. And
the lion in the corner, because we're in Leo season. It's the lion. You're a lion. You're represented by Leo.
Like, well, we got a lion.
All right, cards, please tell me true. We're going into, so Tauruses are next. So go ahead, hit me.
Taurus rising. So, Leo typically squares Taurus, but the eclipse may have happened in your 4th house. So with the eclipse squaring your rising, you bought you some new shit.
Oh.
You either looked in the mirror and you loved how you looked, or you broke down crying because you looked like who done it and why, and you need to beautify.
You didn't do that.
I'm
I'm
gonna just keep it real.
10 of Wands, you're burdened, motherfuckers. 10 of Wands, you motherfuckers are burdened.
He's really.
But you're at the end of that
That's a
burden.
square.
That's a square. It's a burden. You're burdened. You're burdened with some bullshit.
It looks like the Lion King tree.
Yes.
What's that? What are they saying over there?
And that could be burden. It can also be, I need to buy myself some new nice shit. Or maybe you did buy some nice shit and it came today, or you had a lot of kids in your house. You heard a lot of kid shit. You know, Taurus is all about noise,
Yeah.
sounds, the house, what you have on, your physical appearance. So with an eclipse in Leo, you thought about beautifying how you look, beautifying your clothes, buying new stuff for the kids.
If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty
I thought about
woman
that.
your wife. Talk about personal point of view. Gets an ugly girl to marry you. Okay, and they got the 10 of Wands. So even if they're doing everything, it feels very heavy right now, them trying to figure this out. So even if they're
That's why
trying to
they're
buy
hugging their
things
kids.
or they're trying to do what they need to do, they're completing also a cycle. 10 represents an ending of something, and a completion of something. So Taurus is right now, you probably don't know how to manage your money, or you're probably going through some financial woes. So it wouldn't be a big surprise right now that if you feel like you're holding on for dear life, but you're also trying to do these new things, it's like you don't have the resources that you once had to do what you want to do. And nothing Taurus is
Spend the money like a child.
Exactly. And nothing Tauruses hate more than they just can't have what they want. Tauruses are the temper tantrums of the zodiac. They can tantrum like nobody's business. Okay. All right, moving on. Gemini risings. All right, hit me.
Gemini. So, you know, Gemini rising. Gemini is all about the mind.
Yeah.
It's all about communication. It's all about the siblings. So with the eclipse in Leo, it's most likely sextile to Gemini rising. You're learning to think like a queen, to think like a king. You're learning to think on a higher level. Now, if you have kids, maybe they could have gotten some awards or accolades in school. You could have had a knockdown, drag out, a verbal knockdown, drag out, because Leo is the explosion. Leo is the drama. You know, I give the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
So, and I like to end with the good. So let me say the negative first, a knockdown, drag out with your siblings. A lot of drama with siblings may happen.
Okay.
You may thinking about, why don't I think of myself in the highest sense? Why am I so discouraged? Somebody might, it might be a day of affirmation. You might start affirming yourself, or wondering why you don't affirm yourself. You might start thinking about your deficits as it pertains to your confidence, encouragement, all that Leo stuff. But it's going to be a mind thing for you. And a party with the eclipse sextile, the Gemini. You know, Gemini's all about a crowd.
Yes.
Gemini's all about a crowd, an audience. So you could have had some type of party or a celebration in the good way.
Okay.
You could have instilled some confidence. You know, Gemini is about messages. So maybe you spoke life into somebody. You spoke some Leonian life into somebody.
Okay.
You need to give somebody a Leonian type message.
Okay. Well, they also got the Hermit card. So when a Gemini rising is getting a Hermit card, Hermit's all about getting deep within yourself, mentally, emotionally, and consciously. And look at how he's holding up that lantern, but he's also looking down. He's realizing he has the path to walk, but he's reclused. He's by himself. He's the monk. He's kind of, sitting with himself and really thinking hard about the next move of life, whatever that may be.
And
So
from Lord of the
Gemini,
Rings.
all of the things that you're doing right now, what he was just explaining, the good thing about that is the fact that you're doing it from a place of hermit. You're doing it from a place of clarity. You sat with yourself for a while and you thought about it. You didn't just act on it. Okay, so that's a good thing for Geminis, because I don't know about a Gemini. I have a lot of Gemini risings around me, boy, and they are just, they don't think. They go like, you know what I mean?
When is Gemini born? What's Gemini sign?
Gemini is May 21st, May 22nd to June 20th.
Spring is breaking.
Yeah.
Not to forget.
When spring is breaking.
Heavily.
By the way, my brother controls the weather. If nobody knows this, I get to call my brother at any time and tell him I don't want it to rain. I have a party and he stops the rain. All right, moving on. We're going.
Raymond.
He does. He does. He stops. He changes the weather.
She's not lying, bro.
My brother can change the weather in 2 seconds.
She always does.
Yeah.
And she's the only one that ever calls me.
He just
Well,
changed
my
the
wife's
weather.
now.
Because she's the only
My
one
wife.
who knew.
Yeah, I'm the only one. Well,
Now that you put my wife on, now my wife has me to change it too.
yeah, and he changes it all the time.
I needed you 2 weeks ago when I had PTO and it was raining every single day.
I forgot to mention that my brother can change the weather. My brother has the weather
If you have
ability.
something going on, my wife will say, "Yo, I need you to
handle the weather." Yeah, my brother can change the weather.
So no Florida hurricanes.
All right, Cancer risings. Are you ready for the Cancer risings?
Yes, Cancer rising. So Cancer.
Yeah.
And the rising sign is all about the front of your life, the name tag you're wearing in the crowd.
Yeah.
So as a Cancer rising, motherhood, home, and emotional security is our. I'm a Cancer rising.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, drama with your mother.
Ooh.
And you better believe yesterday.
Ooh, you and your mother had a drag
I had to
out.
handle homegirl, baby. Oh yes. Yes. Like, I don't know, like you're a physical mother, but I'm your spiritual mom. Mom. I had to let her know. But that is so deep. Oh my God. Okay, yeah. So drama with the mama.
Don't you love it when we're spiritual people and we're sorcerers and all of a sudden we realize shit just happened to me yesterday. Why not that?
Oh my.
Well, I love that you're about to answer a lot of the questions.
I'm so
That's what I love.
So I'll be taking notes.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is my life.
Yeah.
I'm halfway through the notes. I'm like, okay. Because sometimes we'll be immune to it.
Yeah.
But sometimes it gets us. But with Cancer rising, so I like to do negative and end with the positive. Drama with your mama. Now this could be ushering in some type of CPS incidents with kids.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you the card that I just pulled, but yep, makes sense.
CPS
incidents with kids, drama with your mother, and this could be some issue with your emotional security because that's gonna conflate pride and emotional security. So you probably were thinking like, how much emotional security or how much pride do I have at home? How much pride do I have in my emotional security? How much pride do I feel from my mother?
Yes. Yeah.
And then if you are a mother dealing with your first child in some way, shape, or form.
Well,
but the bulk of
I'm
that
not a Cancer rising, thank God. But yes, no.
Yes. And it's so crazy. I do feel this. And with the Cancer rising, with the Leo, the eclipse in Leo, did I get everything? Drama with the mama, pride in the home space, maybe having kids at home and having to nurture some children. And then mom, it can usher in or provoke heart issues with the mother.
Look at the little child sitting on the horse. This is all about your inner child. That's what I'm hearing. This Cancer rising is about your inner child being healed. The Sun card. This is your new beginning. This is your step forward. This is where you're having the opportunity now to be the inner child you never were. Heal yourself, mother yourself, love yourself, take care of yourself. This is the sunflower, the horse. This is the pony show that you're putting on for everybody. So Cancer risings are probably going to be a little needy. They're probably going to want a lot more love, attention. Possibly even, they're going to go probably a little harder on the people around them because they kind of want to be seen right now. So don't be surprised with Cancer risings with that Sun card that they're going to want the spotlight during this eclipse. They're going to want to be seen. Yeah. They're going to want to be
childhood trauma. That just reminded me.
They're just going to want to.
Leo is the childhood.
Yeah, they're just bringing all that shit up, and it's like next thing you know, you're like, sit down. I got it. Sit down. All right, moving on. Leo risings.
When is he born?
What, baby?
When is he born?
Who's he?
What's your birthday?
Antoine?
Yes. February 16th.
Oh, February.
He's an Aquarius.
I'm an Aquarius.
I have no doubts. I was not questioning that.
Yeah, he loves it. All right.
What does the chart say for him, though?
What, baby?
What does the chart say for him? What's the geometry say?
I'm working on it right now, baby.
We're really your little brother.
We got to go 12 in a row here, baby.
I didn't want to dip out of the place. He was the only one.
We're going to get it to all. We're going with the Leo rising.
He wants to see my chart.
Yeah, he wants to see the geometry. That's my brother. So you and my brother can have my brother can have your own airtime when we're hanging up. All right, we got people listening in. All right, we got to help humanity and the people. Leo risings. This is fucking Leo crazy. Rising. So I got the strength card, which represents fucking Leo. They came out in their own card with this eclipse. That's not and I shuffled. Yeah. You saw how many times I shuffled. So you can't make this shit up. No, that makes sense. All right, go ahead. So Leo risings right now. What is Leo risings?
So with Leo risings, the eclipse was in Leo, double Leo on that Leo rising. Now, it happened in your 12th or first house. If it
Mm.
was in your first house, a lot of new kids in the family.
Mm.
This might bring you back to anything involving sexual assault or physical trauma in childhood.
Okay.
It could involve some physical romantic blow-ups in the more negative aspects.
Mm-hmm.
Some quick heart attacks or heart surgeries. You know, the first house is the house of surgery,
Yeah.
and Leo is the heart. But for
Mm.
Leo rising as a whole, if it happened in your 12th house, so your husband's a Leo rising, right?
Yes. Yes.
Dealing with
Yes.
the pool. The 12th house is the house of emotions and water and pools. So dealing with
My husband is
some
all
type
about
of
this
water
damn pool.
activity.
You have no idea. He's been about this pool since
And I
April.
see specific,
I'm with him on that.
okay, and him mentioning that now
Yeah.
with the eclipse happening most likely in his 12th house.
Especially that it's being
But
tiled.
oh wow.
It's being tiled, the bull nose, the whole. I mean, he came in the house this morning and they were delivering the tiles like it was Christmas morning, like Santa Claus
so
was outside.
excited.
He walked in the bedroom. He was like, "The tiles are here. They're pulling up. Guess what's being delivered?" I was like,
He was so giddy.
he was a giddy. He was like a child.
No, that too. Leo rising, y'all
Yeah.
gonna feel like y'all on speed.
Oh, he
Some
started
of y'all
vacuuming
can,
today. I'm
because
like, "Excuse me, sir."
that's a lot of Leo energy
Yeah. Yeah.
on your Leo rising. So
Yes.
a lot of new performances, new entertainment things, going to see artists that you have never seen before.
Yeah.
Going to visit new kids in the family. It'll be very childhood focused on the heart. Now, they could have brought on some heart issues, especially with the mother,
Yeah.
or some heart attacks.
Okay.
People getting a hold of their gambling issues,
Oh. Well, we don't
or
have none of that
gambling
shit.
issues being exposed.
We don't have none of that shit going on here because my husband, he don't part with no money.
Me neither. I don't gamble at all.
He don't gamble.
I won't even
There's
go.
there's
I'd rather throw fucking.
My husband used to say.
I go hundreds in the strip club before I ever.
I was just gonna say my husband
$1.
did strip
I
clubs.
won't
It was a
lie to you.
holler for a dollar, tickle for a nickel. That man didn't put nothing.
I'd rather know where I'm getting it from. If that makes sense.
My brother's like,
I won't just spend it to let it fucking bounce. Never in me time.
all right, we got to keep going. All right,
Never.
Virgo rising.
Virgo. Okay, so Virgo rising with the solar eclipse in Leo, and you know the solar eclipse eclipses the sun, and so you're left with the moon energy. So now Virgo is health. That's another area where that can focus on heart health, heart attacks, especially. I mean, with the solar eclipse in Leo, every sign, but with Virgo specifically, healthcare, sisters, and women.
Oof.
Okay, this could be where somebody gets a job in healthcare, especially if you're a nurse dealing with heart health. Or a job in healthcare or heart health. A new daughter in the family. Virgos is all about daughter.
Ooh.
But with the Virgo rising, you're going to think about how much pride you have in how perfect you are, how you pay attention to the details. And you're going to think about how your pride is rooted in those things. And you're going to think about how you're shaving yourself down to nothing, because Leo and Virgo are very different.
Okay.
A solar eclipse in Leo is going to have us focused on that royal energy. We want to have fun. Virgo it wants to shave everything down to nothing, and everything has to be so safe.
Oh, well, then that's the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest card in the deck. They want to do everything extremely slow. They want to know what they're doing. Virgo represents Pentacles, so this is like big for the Virgos. So the Knight of Pentacles, they want to move real slow through this process. They don't want to rush through anything. So somebody's going to be looking at them really like, hurry up, buttercup. Like this is becoming,
And they need to have more,
Yeah.
The universe might send you signals that you need to have more fun.
Yeah, more fun and just like something like just
stop trying to be in control.
Yeah, they're in control. That Knight of Pentacles. I'm trying to control everything.
Be a big kid.
Yeah, exactly. Moving on, Libra risings. What can we know about Libra risings?
Libra risings with the solar eclipse in Leo, that can provoke a lot of family celebration. Libra risings they're the mediators and the calibrators.
That's my daughter.
You may have had to mediate some. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You may have had to mediate some kids in the family. You might be more around the children in the family.
Yeah.
There may be more family celebrations.
Yeah.
And Libra risings, they're built to keep things together. They're built to calibrate, and there may be some issues involving your children or your first children. My dad's a Libra rising, and my sister.
Oh.
And we have different mothers, so she's his first child from my stepmom.
Okay.
But dealing with the first child and having to mediate, and my dad was mediating my sister in her new sexually deviant boyfriend.
Oh. This is just a lot of
It's a whole
information
nother
here.
thing.
I'm telling you.
Juice, baby.
I was just gonna say we
Juice.
just have to
Life
do a
force.
show ourselves because I don't think people
We
understand the
do.
level of what goes on
They-
here.
Should.
I
we-
mean, you know what I mean? We can go on for days. But the Libra risings, guess what you guys got? You got the Six of Cups. You know what the Six of Cups represents? Soulmate. Represents the inner child. Again, it represents childlike play. Represents things you want to be able to do. Libras, the problem right now is the fact that you're being too serious about too many people, too many things, too many situations. Libras, air. It's fun. Libras want to play, but Libras also ruled by Venus, and they want that beautiful kind of landscape. My head, what I'm picking up is Libra risings want to beautify their house. They want to play. They want to have fun. They want to do things. They don't want to. They don't want to be stuck in no bullshit. They're like, please don't bring me no nonsense. But unfortunately, the Libra risings are the justice of the world, and they're going to justify every situation and mediate like they know how to do. Judge Judy is a triple Libra, if you didn't know that.
Really?
And yeah, Judge Judy is a triple Libra. So there you go. If
That
you really
makes
want to
sense.
watch anything, watch Judge Judy, and you'll feel better about yourself. Moving on, Scorpio risings. I'm not kidding. Scorpio risings. Moving on. What can you tell you about a Scorpio,
Scorpio
rising?
rising.
Yes.
With this Sun and Moon and Leo squaring, stop trying to hide so damn much.
Ooh.
Stop trying to hide. You need to get on stage. A lot of
Yes.
y'all are trying to start social media careers, and a lot
Okay.
of y'all are trying to. That's Scorpio rising. That's good for destroying yourself, hiding, and avoiding opportunities.
Ooh.
And the solar eclipse in Leo is like a big light. And with
Swans.
now, Scorpio rising
What
might
is
be about
that,
spending
Sydney?
money.
Everyone's like,
So
what's that?
spending money on nicer things, spending money on children, and this can provoke, I will say, some heart attacks and some miscarriages.
Yes, because it has to do with the sexual organs. Now, Ace of Wands here for the Scorpio rising, new starts, new beginnings creatively. Like he said, don't hide. You could probably be doing your best work right now. And because you're hiding and the universe is giving you an opportunity, Ace of Wands, opportunity to give you something creatively. And if you hide right now, you're not going to be seen. And just because you're not going to be seen, this is not going to be the time when you want to hide. So he's 100% right. This is the time when you want to be seen. All right, moving on, we're going into Sag rising. Sagittarius risings. I am a Sagittarius rising. Yay for me. So I'm a Sag
Yay.
rising. So give me what a Sag rising should know right now at this present time.
So Sag rising. Sag is all about growth, travel.
There's not enough alcohol in the universe to anybody to sit in the studio and to do the things that I have to do. There's not enough alcohol. There's not enough neurogum. I'm not being sponsored by
I
them.
thought you
by the
guys
way.
were all being here powered by fucking God. What are we doing
We're
here?
powered by God. If you
I thought
only
everyone's powered by fucking God.
we are
I thought
powered
everyone
by
was
the
plugged into a
universe.
gas
No,
station.
liquor is
What are
God.
we doing here?
Liquor, exactly. So we need.
The alcohol is
If you
spirit.
if you can only know the
Spirits are alive.
messages on this side
saying?
of the screen, sir. You're not on this side. You're not in the studio, sir. Okay,
Sorry.
that's what I'm
Sorry,
saying.
Seti.
You're not in the group
Sorry,
chat.
sorry,
Be in the
sorry,
group
sorry.
chat, Reg. Be in the group chat. If you were in the YouTube group
Is it
chat,
in
you'd
the-
be
is it
having
in
a
the-
ball.
Oh, it's so much fun
the
on group
the
chat.
YouTube group chat is popping right
It
now.
is.
The YouTube group chat?
Is popping. All right.
I'm gonna mute myself.
I'm going to tell you. You're going to tell you what Sag rising is, but I'm going to tell you what this means because this is a good card. Okay, so this is the Wheel of Fortune. This is rich bitch energy. This is destiny. This is something that's going to be coming through right now. That's going to be very destined. Something that's going to happen. That's going to show up for you. This is money. This is good fortune. This is the ability to move energy. The ability to change directions. This is the best card in the deck. Is the Wheel of Fortune, and because it is ruled by Sagittarius, it's not a big surprise. All right, Antoine, Sag risings. What should we expect?
And it's so funny with Sag risings, it happened in the 8th house of other people's money. So getting a large payout, getting a large inheritance. And then with that Sag rising, thinking about the ways you need to grow to shine more. Thinking about the ways you need to grow, even with you having more people on your show.
Right.
Growth.
I grow.
literally.
Yeah, this is the first time I ever did anything like this. Usually it's just us and calls and that's that. So yeah. So this is the first time.
And then Sag risings may be traveling to go to concerts or traveling for fun or traveling to see kids or traveling with kids.
Yeah. Well, that
traveling
Wheel
for
of Fortune,
fun.
money, honey. That's how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I want to believe it. Okay. Moving on, Capricorn risings. Next, Capricorn risings. If you're a Capricorn rising, listen up.
Capricorn rising, Capricorn is the enterpriser, the manager, the government,
My North Node
the
is Cap.
CEO.
Yeah.
So, girl, you know, I'm a triple Capricorn
I know.
behind my Aquarius.
Yeah. What are you?
So with this,
You're a Capricorn
with this
rising.
solar eclipse in Leo,
Eric.
you're,
triple Capricorn.
you know, Capricorn is always, also, this may resonate with him,
Yes.
but Capricorn risings are all about, you know, the serious life. Where am I going to be in 30 years? You're always helping somebody get a job or helping manage somebody's life. You're always dealing with somebody's parents. You're always parenting things, parenting people.
Stop attacking me.
Stop attacking
He's
me.
on point.
Stop with the buttons.
I like this one. I enjoyed this one.
Yeah.
So with the eclipse, y'all Capricorn risings, you'll be thinking about how many kids do I want to have, you know, before I pass. Okay.
I think he's good.
The universe might be okay. Maybe you are, but you could be thinking about how much fun you need to have. Capricorn rising always needs to loosen up a little bit. So this eclipse in Leo, have a bit more fun. You might need to get on stage. You might need to get into your inner child.
Yes.
You might deal with the parent's heart health or managing your heart health.
Yes.
In some way, shape, or form. And then people are gonna, Capricorn is how am I building my life?
Yeah.
How am I gonna retire? With the Leo solar eclipse, some people might think about moving into the entertainment industry, starting a social media page, becoming a content creator, becoming an influencer.
Right. Yeah.
That's crazy because I've been doing cardiac tests.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Why do you feel that way though?
Yeah.
Literally.
Why is everyone?
Well, you guys
going
got the 9 of Swords. So the 9 of Swords for the Cap risings is the anxiety, the worry, the fear, the overthinking, the overachieving. Putting it, look at, she's in bed. She's thinking too much. Her brain is on fire. That is for a Capricorn rising right now. They're always thinking of the next thing, the next best thing, the next thing they have to do. So Cap risings are always experiencing that level of anxiety or anticipatory anxiety is very natural for a Capricorn because they're always kind of into the next thing. All right, moving on, we're going into Aquarius risings. Which Aquarius risings, I think, is this true or not? You tell me if this is a fun fact. Aquarius risings are the least zodiac sign, like the least that you see Aquarius rising. Is that an uncommon? Or, yeah.
Period. Aquarius is the rarest sign.
The rarest sign. Yeah. That's what I'm asking. Yeah. Period. Yeah. All right. So go ahead. Aquarius risings. Let me pull a card for you guys and let me know what Aquarius rising means here.
So with an Aquarius rising, this eclipse happened in your 7th house of family. Okay. So doing something performance related with family.
Okay.
Releasing some type of new performance endeavor. Now, with that Aquarius risings is the themes of your life are friendship. Now, friendship, shocking car incidents, the airport and always being at the airport and plane stuff. Detachment in your higher mind and always being the oddball out. Now, with this solar eclipse in Leo, an Aquarius rising might think about, I need to balance out being the oddball all the time, or being the rebellious one all the time, or being the shocking one all the time. You know, maybe I need to shine a bit brighter and be a bit happier.
Okay.
I want to heal humanity, but how can I do the Aquarian heal humanity and shine and perform? And help people be their best self.
So that's the 9 of Wands, the wounded healer. They're the Chiron. So it's like they have to heal themselves before they can heal other people. So that's why as much as they want to do for everybody else, they have to do for themselves first. Okay.
Oh my God, it brings you back to the self, the Leo.
Leo, back to the self. And again, this is the 9 of Wands, wounded healer. This is all about the soldier that's got the last wand, but he fought not the 8 battles behind him. He's got the 1 battle left. So the Aquarius rising is fighting against itself right now in where they want to go next in life. So that's where Aquarius rising means with this particular card and with this tarot card. So now we're going to go Pisces, and I think we have Pisces, and then I think that's all we have left, right? Pisces. We started with Aries.
That's it, yeah.
All right, so Pisces, last but not least, let's go with the Pisces rising cards. Please tell me and tell me true. Bianca's excited. She's like, I don't know if I'm Pisces rising.
You saved the best for last.
But I'm ready. All right, Pisces rising cards. Please tell me and tell me true.
But is that your rising sign?
What?
I don't know. We'll figure it out once I get my birth certificate.
You didn't
back.
fill out the form and do your homework?
She still didn't.
I did. Yes, I did.
No, she did, but she doesn't know her time of birth.
I don't know the exact time. I know I was born in the morning.
After knowing her for up teen years now, she still hasn't gotten her birth certificate from Vital Records.
No, I did, but they didn't have it on my original. They don't have it on my original. I'll bring my original.
You have to buy the one I'm telling you to buy. I'm going to send you the link. I had to get it for Big Tone Poppy.
St. Vincent's?
Yes, exactly. All right, I'm pulling the card. Pisces rising. What should they know?
Ooh. So Pisces rising with the solar eclipse in Leo. Now y'all could have had some crazy dreams or dreams.
I have been.
Yeah.
That you're on. Really? Dreams that you're on stage, dreams about children, somebody getting pregnant with their first child. You know, Pisces rising, the front of your life is very spiritual. Okay. You guys are very spiritual, very connected to the ethereal. You're always helping somebody with spirituality or dreaming on somebody's behalf, songs and music and all that. So I feel like you guys could be in a real dreamy state of utopian happiness right now.
I romanticize everything, unfortunately.
And with this Leo energy,
he's
really
so
romanticizing.
Antoine, you have no idea the level of delusion that this girl lives in. If I could just have 5 minutes of the delusion that she lives in, she does it well. But if I could just experience what that must feel like.
No, it's awful.
It's probably what it feels like when my brother smokes weed.
Tony talking shit.
Big
Get out of here with
that. She got the Knight of Cups. This is the delusion. Someone's always showing me love. Who's coming in to save my life? Who's coming in to save the day? She has been looking for her knight in shining armor since she was born. It's what she is. It's who she is.
I just had a really great childhood seeing what love looks like.
She did. She had great parents. She has great parents. Great, wonderful, amazing parents.
So I want that. I love that.
Yes.
I grew up in a loving, like me and my brother and my sister, we are so tight. Like they used to call us the Artiga Army in high school because we were always together. We're all like, me and my sister were 14 months apart. My brother and my sister are a year and a couple days. So we're just very, very close.
And I feel and I understand it. And I think it's a wonderful thing. But what she's doing is she's comparing an energy, a destined situation to what she thinks she can have here. She can have a wonderful, loving relationship with a wonderful man and have children and all the things. But if you continue to compare yourself to your parents, you are going to become vain and bitter and you will be disappointed because nothing will ever be what your parents are because your parents are two separate entities. Their destiny, their reason for being together is not going to be the same reason you're going to be with the person you're with. So the dynamic is just going to be naturally different.
Yeah, and the times are different, unfortunately.
The times, it's really not. There are people out there that still consider marriage, love, and relationships not to be like, Ed Bundy. You know what I'm saying? Of married with children. There are people out there that actually want to be with somebody and actually have a lifelong relationship. And the problem, and not just with you, but the problem with a lot of women and men is we think the grass is greener someplace else. And we always think that there's something or someone else to go to, or there's always another option. And the reality comes down to is 99% of you have to break your own hearts to realize that the one that actually came in that was healthy was the right one. And unfortunately, it's one of those situations where you snooze, you lose, or, you're the one that got away. And there's 1,000 songs been created by this romanticism based off of the idea that, the person that you meet is you're supposed to have butterflies be flipped up in the air, spin around, and come back down. No, it's the one that makes you feel secure. The one that you don't have to question. Are they going to call? Are they going to show up for me? Are they going to do the right thing? You don't have to question their integrity. You don't have to question their thoughts or their ideas. And I'm telling you right now, people listen to me and I'm going to listen to you really good. You have to have the same values. If you don't have the same value, religion is the same thing too, the same ideology. If you don't have that, you're never going to make it. If the two of you don't agree that your children shouldn't get up in the morning and have breakfast, and one thinks breakfast should be at night, one in the morning, that's going to be a problem. If you have two people that one believes that the women should work and the other guy says, well, you know what, I don't think you should, and you're going to have a problem.
Right.
You got to have the conversation about what makes sense for the two of you. Not everything is right and not everything is wrong. Marriage and relationships is all about compromise. And some of you don't want to compromise at all. You just want what you want. And then that's when you get mad when you're 40 and 50, never been married, don't have children. You got 65,000 eggs sitting somewhere, in Miami. It's just, and now you're trying to have a baby.
Dang.
I'm being honest. This is a real issue. No. They are giving women this idea that wanting a man is wrong, and that once you have a man, you shouldn't love him like that because you're feminist and you really shouldn't cater to your man. But a man was built to be loved and cared for, just like a man was built to take care of you, shelter you, and do the things and protect you. That's what they're built for. Women are there, that we're the quantifiers.
What, Eric?
We're here to quantify you.
What, Eric?
We're here to
Just saying
quantify
message.
you.
I'm just saying message.
That's give you children. That's help you with your dreams. Manifest the things you want. We're women. We're manifestors. We're quantifiers. It's what we do naturally. But we can't do it under circumstances like that. We have to do it under circumstances of love and honesty and truth. We can't do it under deceit and deception. Our intuition, our spidery senses are going to go off. Therefore, we're not aligned. I can't help you. I'm going to fuck you up is what the fuck I'm going to do.
Also, there's a difference too when you're compromising. You don't lose yourself either.
No,
People don't
compromising
understand
has
that. Some
nothing
people
to do with that.
compromise. Some people compromise and they lose themselves in it.
That it compromises. There's compromise, and then there's overcompensating.
Right.
It's
honestly.
compromise and self-abandonment.
There's self-abandonment, exactly. So there's one or the other. But let's just take one or two more calls, and then we're going to end the night because this has been a beautiful, by the way.
I think the calls dropped
The
off.
calls
'cause
dropped off,
They
then
figured
I'll
we
just
were
timing.
ending.
So let's just take if there's any more text messages. If
Yeah,
not, we're
there's
going to
some.
close the evening off by saying goodbye. But if there's one more question, if there's one more person, I'm willing to take it. You know me.
Okay.
All right, my peeps. Ready? Anything?
One more?
All right.
Let's do it. One more.
Let's do one more.
Hold on.
If not, I'm going to close out the evening.
Okay.
Okay,
October
I'm
12th. Hey, Jae Rae and crew. Last 4 digits is 8070.
ready. Okay.
Sun and Moon in Libra, Aries rising. Thank you for the chart.
Okay.
I'm having surgery Monday. Will this be successful results I have been after for so many years?
So I think Antoine was 100% right about the Aries rising in regards to surgeries and things of that nature. So it's not a big surprise that you're talking about Aries surgeries. He just said that.
Yeah.
Do I think it's going to be successful psychically? I'm getting a yes. I immediately got yes. So I didn't get a negative on that at all. I'll get a negative or a positive. I don't get anything negative. I think what needs to be done though is that once the surgery is done, I think your home needs some peace. I don't know. That's what I just picked up. So if you're going to heal, you got to heal in peace. You can't heal in dysfunction. So get your shit together before
You know
you get
what?
going for surgery.
Wait, can I say something?
Yes, absolutely.
I feel like it's a cosmetic surgery.
Yeah.
Double Libra.
Double Libra.
I
That
feel
was
like it's a cosmetic
yeah,
surgery.
something she's been wanting.
And don't
Yeah.
expect that to change what your mother may have done.
Exactly. Like you got something going on with you physically and you want to fix it because you don't like your nose, your dad does, whatever it may be. You know what I mean? Everybody got a thing. Listen, everybody got a thing. Whatever it is, it's going to make you happy for the moment, but for the moment, just for the moment.
Can we close this out with a really good question?
Let's close it out with one more good question
Okay.
because if not, listen, I'm tired. All right, go ahead. Next.
Too, girlfriends. I am too.
I'm me every day. Go ahead.
I know. And that's the
Exhausted.
best thing ever. Okay. Cancer, birthday, June 21st. I've been thinking about my unmet siblings. My mother had a child before I was born and given up for adoption. My father had a child after my parents split.
Oof.
I've always felt a missing part of me, and I would like to know if I will ever meet them. Are they also wondering about me?
I don't think they know about you, but I would go on Ancestry.com and start the process, but be prepared for rejection. It's something that people don't realize. Sometimes siblings and the way it is, they're just not meant to know for whatever reason. I think everything is created. I think God creates things perfectly. I think that if you were meant to know, you would have known by now. You would have had an idea of who, what, where, and how. I think you would have had a little bit of that already. So, I mean, you maybe one, maybe two out of those would maybe consider, but I think everybody is good with where they're at.
Is that, again, intervening with the divine?
Yes, you're intervening with God's plan, and sometimes you gotta, yeah, whatever. You gotta do what you want to do. Are they thinking about you? Do they know about you? I think one does, but I think they're leaving well enough alone. Yeah, I think sometimes you're just meant to live different paths. Your gateway of how you got here is how you got here. Sometimes it's not about the fact that you have to be together and this and that, or we share the same parents or whatever the situation is. You could share the same mother and father. I know people that share the same mother and father and the kids don't get along. They don't talk at all. So everybody has their own path. You know what I mean? So you have to go with that. All right, my peeps. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you so much for my brother Raymond. Thank you so much, Antoine, for getting on. If you want to get a hold of Antoine, please make sure you go over to TikTok, go over to his credentials. I'll put his link in my bio. So make sure you'll be able to get a hold of him. If you want my brother's book, please make sure you go over to Amazon.